Your mic check, mic check. Let me know. Press 1 now if y'all can hear me. All right, press 1 now if y'all can hear me, man. Peace to everybody in the chat room. All right, that's cool. I had to adjust the mic, man. Sorry about that, y'all, man. What's good? It's the Chance in this build, man. We back. My regular channel, you know, I had to get a regular second channel because you know, a couple months ago my live stream appeared to be hacked by probably some agent or maybe just some kid that just hate Aborigines, or just some kid just wanted to fuck with anybody, you know. So glad to be back. I've been working with this OBS system, man, but it's like every time I get close to it, saying that something is not working properly. So look, I will be showing y'all screen periodically through these live streams or whatever, because for some reason I just bought this computer and I was trying to upload videos in it. It seemed like something is not allowing me to use my screen recorder. Every time I use my screen recorder, it gives me a bad allocation, and I record half of the video, and then the video. So that's the only reason why I haven't been putting no videos out, y'all. And I've been having a few things going on. But yeah, man, just bear with me, y'all. I've been putting nothing out in a while as far as some real educational, informative information. Trust and believe, I got videos for days, man. It's just the fact that I just been having technical difficulties as far as my equipment. But yeah, man, as far as the live streams though, we back though. So shout out to all the Aborigines. Let me see who's in the chat. I see Carl, peace, Kaiwa, my bad, my peoples. But Kaiwa, peace, Joe 47. Kalia Miller, peace. Lion Sounds Film, peace. Afro Dizak, peace. All right, that's all we got in here for now. Let me see. All right, use of the spirit, all right. Nonetheless, peace, all right. Yeah, man. And I like to say just real quick, I know this ain't got nothing to do with no Aborigines or whatever. I like to say shout out to Anthony Bourdain, man. I know he ain't got shit to do with no Aborigines. I know he probably cracked it. He could be a racist for all I care. But the reason why I'm giving him a shout out because you know, I don't know those of y'all who know me, I was once a chef, and like when I went through culinary school, I had to read his book, Kitchen Confidential, and I had to do a report on it. And this was like almost 12, 13 years ago, right? And yo, it was a good book, yo. I swear to God, yo. I actually read the book like 3 times, man. After I read it 2 more times because the book was just so good. Like, I'm just saying it was so humorous. And this is before like he was on a lot of these culinary shows. or whatever, like Top Chef and a lot of this stuff or whatever. But yeah, shout out to him, man. I know he off this stuff apparently, or what they saying he did. Who knows, or whatever, dealing with rubbing elbows with some of the people he was rubbing with. But yeah, man. Like I said, I know this probably ain't got nothing to do with no Aborigine. I know probably niggas like, man, forget that. You know what I'm saying? We got to worry about other people. Other people die every day. We know that. Also the kid. I don't know if y'all watch any of the web series. The kid Top Banger from 840. 848, you know, it's some drug series or whatever. It's not nothing enlightening, but it's some drug series though. But shout out to that brother too, man, because the way they said somebody ran down on him and stabbed him in his back. And you know what I'm saying, the brother had kids and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, anytime you make that transition, man, you try to do what you can do out here to take care of your family, man. It's hard. It's a hard transition sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people judge you, man, along the way. People judge you for you know what I'm saying, the way we have to come through society and take care of our people, man. It's not the same as other people could have these great jobs and you know what I'm saying, and you know, real talk, man. I heard Phil Valentine. I said joint and shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, nonetheless, yeah, man. Yo, I had a good time, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know, to each his own, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers, you know, it's like they got hard time with making transitions about listening to certain people or gathering information. Everybody got to sit there and put everybody under a microscope. Only thing I put under the microscope is the information. Never mind the information never mind the vessel in which the information is being derived from. Never mind that. You know, if you want to have some type of personal feelings for some of these people where you get this information from, then be my choice. You know, you know, take it upon yourself. But at the end of the day, man, it's this is about a life message, man. You listen to people, you listen to some of this information. Maybe some of it could change your life. Maybe some of it can make your life worse, man. Because you know, I'm gonna tell you, man, since I came into consciousness, like it bettered me, but at the same time, it's plenty of days I sit here and wish I would never came across a lot of this. Nah, I can't say that. I can't say that. I love y'all guys, man. I love the people, man. I'm glad that I did come across the Aborigine information, but I didn't went down a rabbit hole in so many different ways, man. I didn't listen to. I didn't really not either read, listen, or been part of conversations where I didn't heard it all. Well, I didn't heard what I thought was all. What I thought was it all. But at the end of the day, man, sometimes, man, you come across this information, man. Sometimes you wish you never, you know what I'm saying, you never came across it, man, because you never be the same, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really. It's kind of hard to really compliment yourself or whatever. You know, as far as like, you know, even being in some of these workplaces, man, you gotta really pick and choose where you work at. You don't want to really be under the thumb of somebody who constantly just cracking the whip. You want to probably have your own freedom, like being a truck driver or you know, even if you're driving for Uber or something like that, you got your own freedom. You ain't got to worry about answering to too many people outside of the so-called customers that you have, which they can be assholes too, though. But yeah, man, a lot of times, man, you can't even have conversations with people, man. You can't, because you're able to debunk, you're able to see things for what it really is, man. Politics, you know what I'm saying? Like I was arguing with people at the job about Obama years ago. I mean, not years ago, but you know, I was, man, arguing, debating with people about Obama and shit, man. Almost got fired, man, talking about Obama. You know what I'm saying? These jokers don't even know. Like, they just think that, oh, man, any black man could be president. He gave us hope we could be president. Yeah, okay. That's what you think. He gave you hope. He gave you hope you can be president of a corporation that don't represent you. You understand? At the same time, all these black kids got killed while he was president. Nobody, oh, he still did a great job. Oh, he only could do but so much. And these are these Negroes that you really want to get away from with any of this presidential madness. whether it is Donald Dump or Donald Trump or Hillary or Chillery or whoever, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep giving you the same clowns, and people gonna still sit up there and say, "Oh, what she's talking," and then ain't nothing. But a lot of these imported Americans or these imported United States citizens, because remember, when you look on to most of your information, what I mean, when you click on the most applications, right? What country do it say you live in? It say you live in the U.S., the United States. So the United States is your country. I'm the Amaruka, I'm the Ameriquay, or I'm the real American. You know what I'm saying? I'm the copper color Aborigine found here by the European. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is the U.S. dot citizens. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, whether or not you want to listen to this or whatever, man, you know, I mean, this is what it is. You know, this is the science of a lot of different scholars that I've learned, that I derive my information from. I didn't learn this information from no one Indian or no one Indian chief or no one Aborigine. I learned this from a bunch of different scholars, whether they fucking black African scholars, was it Aborigines, was it fucking God bodies. You just heard me playing AZ. I was raised by God bodies, man. Coming up, man, everybody was a God body, but this is how you know a lot of these people is either new to this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know about that. I mean, at least in the East. I don't know, like in the South, I don't know whether or not it was a lot of God bodies down there, but whether it was God bodies or not, it was pretty much Christians or whatever though. But yeah, man, that's what we was. I was raised in the East, man. I was raised. Every rapper in the East was a God body, man. Rakim, my name is Rakim Allah. You know the Ace that. Yo, come on, man. Like you see, like, and then when you play shit like that, like when I play I'm back, the first thing he said, smoother than Marcus Garvey, Mecca Evans, Farah Muhammad. I'm God body. He said the scripture says Allah's inside me. Now, whether or not you believe Allah's inside you or not, but whatever that spirit is, we cannot pinpoint a name to it, but you can be creative and call it your own name. We don't know what the spirit that resides within us is called. But some people call it Allah, some people call it God, some people call it, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, look, man, people got all types of, people have all types of character names for what the spirit inside you is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, man, like I said, man, y'all gotta, man, open up, man. You know what I'm saying? I would love for everything to be about feathers and shit, man, and you know, just sitting there smoking a peace pipe and shit. But that's not real. That's not realistic these days, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit here and be a student of the game, bro. And I mean, not a student of the game, but a student of life. And if you want to say life is a game, I mean, it's kind of similar to a game. You know what I'm saying? But you know, depending on how you want to take that, you know, what content you want to put that in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like a lot of times, man, you come across a lot of this consciousness or this information. You can't build with people, man. And you know what though? It's like the most high or the energies just somehow I be like, if when most of the time I do decide to talk to people with deception to, you know, how, you know, I'll be talking to people about being Aborigines and everything. But you know, that's talking about Indians. We ain't talking about none of the other stuff that plague and runs this world or whatever, all the evil shit. You know, whether we talking about whether it's an infinite plane or we talking about reptilians or anything of that nature, man. You know what I'm saying? If you believe any of that, man, that's up to you, man. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one to tell anybody what to believe because I still don't know what the fuck to believe sometimes. I don't know what the hell be going on sometimes. A lot of this information that we be running across or whatever, man. Like I said, I mean myself, I delve into some of the madness, some of the darkness, man. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta listen to that. You gotta study that, man. You study the world, come back and study yourself, man. And you can say it however the fuck you want to say it, but go back, study the world, and come back and study yourself. Okay, what's studying yourself? Knowing what kind of components, knowing what kind of nourishment to put back in your body, knowing how to properly take care of your 666 pack if you plan on staying in it long. If you're trying to eject out of it anytime soon, then you will um, embrace all of the alcohol, all the cigarettes, all of the fast food, all of the stuff that's going to inject your spirit right out of your body. So if you're trying to stay into your body longer, it's the time you need to be detoxing. You need to be implementing a lot of them parasites out of you that compel you to eat a lot of the yeast and eat a lot of the meats and stuff that we eat, man. You know what I'm saying? I tell people every day this stuff, man. But people hard headed, man. And it's not, listen, at the end of the day, you pass the message through and that's it. That's it. Whether or not you do anything with the message, that's on you. But just know, now you know. And it's the same thing I tell most people about the Aborigine information. Whether or not you see you, and then like I said, most black people is naive as fuck, yo. And I'm gonna tell you, they naive, and most of us are fucking like we go along to get along, and we do it very well. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You said the age of Aquarius, the darkness coming to light. That's right. Um, yeah, man. But like I said, man, most of us, man, is like we. I don't know, man. I guess like my man Randy Short. Check out Dr. Randy Short for y'all who don't check out none of his information, man. And he be telling a lot of people we Aborigines that we was already here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, real talk. Check out my man Dr. Randy Short, man. He be going in. You know what I'm saying? He goes in. He goes in on a lot of topics or whatever. He has no filter. So check him out if you get a chance though. But how he goes in, he be telling a lot of us that we Aborigines, that he said he used the word tanshan. Anytime you hear anybody use that word tanshan, they had to be digging real deep. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not a word that's commonly used when upon nobody. You ain't never heard a damn Indian use the word tanshan. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's a lot though. It's definitely a lot. When you come into this information, you come into all this. Like I said, family members, you can't talk to them. You know, sometimes you gotta embrace them for what it is. But when they try to come to you and convert you, then you have to make it your business to kind of like, nah, I don't believe in that. Then you have to really start putting up you know what I'm saying, putting up your story about what you believe, because like I said, you'll go to your family members' houses, boy, and they will try to convert you. When you gonna come to church with us or whatever, and all this, that, and the third, like all that's cool and everything, but nah, I mean, like I mean, I'm not rolling like that. I mean, I probably get, I don't mind. I go to church with one of my family members one time just to see what's up in there, what type of people up in there. But after that, I'm not coming to church like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind, like real talk. You know, your people's or something ask you, oh, come to church or whatever. You know, you go up in there, you know, and you go up in there, you listen to, you know, if you want to hear the word or whatever. But for the most part, you go up in and see what type of shit going on. They passing 5 or 6 plates around. How many plates they passing around? You know what I'm saying? What's the Reverend driving? Oh, the Reverend got a Rolls Royce. He has a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you know, that's the type of things you want to look for. Because I have been to churches down south where these was poor churches, man. I have seen a lot. I have seen pastors and reverends in some of these churches down south, man, that wasn't living large, that was really like, you know what I'm saying, just basically the little money that they was getting from the collection plate just was enough to pay the bills or whatever. It wasn't no megalithic church or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Probably as a church maybe with about maybe 40, 50 people in it or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, you know, that's how a lot of people, our ancestors or whatever, got through. You know what I'm saying? You know, the word is the word, man. You can take the word and bend it or use it how you need to use it, as long as you apply it and you try to learn from it, man. It's like I said, a lot of this stuff is just a learning experience, man. Just stories that was passed down from other people on to other people, how not to make the mistakes they made and what method they used to get them through this infinite plane. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, think about it like this, right? He said, hold on, they pimping. I'm down south. Yeah, I know they pimping. Of course they pimping. They pimping, and we so stupid to where we go into these facilities or whatever, and we go in there to start splashing money, and then like, see, with us, we get brainwashed because the more, if you don't see me, I don't sit there. I don't care about that. You can call me cheap. You call me whatever you want to call me. I'm not like donating to the cause or whatever. Like, I'm not donating for the doomed devices to be continued, because that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Even when you see the image of the sister sitting on the alligator and the rest of the Aborigines sitting around her, and you see you see these Europeans coming across the board with a cross or whatever. Like I said, I honestly I believe a lot of them scriptures came from this continent, man. I do, man, because you got like the desolate stones. That shit was found. They was 6,000 years old, man. That shit was in Delaware. You understand what I'm saying? That shit's here in Delaware. And you still got jokers like, you know what I'm saying? You still got these fake African centric people, you know what I'm saying? And I'm about to play a clip. Hopefully, hopefully y'all can hear this or whatever. No, but I'm about to play a clip for y'all, brother Unc, and what he's talking about or whatever. But it's like, these they just keep coming. Like, everything is a debate. That means everything can be debunked. I've never met such people, and that's how you know a person has an agenda. If they trying to debunk everything, so everything a person put out there is debunkable, and then you debunk everything, and then you try to get, oh well, I guess we back in Africa, even though that these people know that the word African is not even 1,000 years old. It's not even. I mean, Afri. I'm not from the Afri tribe. I don't know too many people who is from the Afri tribe. I don't know no one who from the Afri tribe, but apparently everyone think that they are from the Afri tribe. You see how that worked? You see how easy that was? And you look up the etymology of the word, you know the word it doesn't have no standing. It's only the only people they call Africans are white, are white colonists who went in Africa, and black Americans. You know what I'm saying? And black Americans. You know what I'm saying, who's still allowed, and they know. Most of them, like I said, when I speak to most of these people know they got Indian in them, but they say, oh, well, they still check off they black or African American. So if your grandmother told you was an Indian, why are you still clicking off that? Why you not claiming to be an Indian? They don't even understand politically what it means. And that go to show you, that's how you know, man. That's how you know. When you see a smart man, when he sit there and tell you he's an Indian. You know what I'm saying? That's a smart man if he sit there and tell you, nah, I'm Indian. You know what I'm saying? And you don't meet too many people who do that. You don't meet too many people who willing to do that. You understand what I'm saying? You don't meet too many people who willing to do that. You don't meet too many people who willing to sit there and tell you what tribe they from. Peace, Laney, peace, D Dot, peace, Joe. Well, I said peace to Joe. I don't know what language that's like. It's Arabic though. It say whites are originally Africans. Yeah, indeed. I concur. I concur with that. I concur. I definitely believe that. We definitely know, like I said, man. If you're African American, you are immigrant. Indeed. Indeed. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Bookie, that's right. And that's just like love, life, peace, peace. And look, that's just like this, right? Virginia. All right. Well, now let's say Rashida. Rashida lived in North Carolina for all her life. Mother and father came from North Carolina. Grandparents came from North Carolina. Their grandparents, and so forth and so forth. But unfortunately, Rashida checks off that she's an African American, and she ports herself every opportunity she gets. She stand there and fight with the rest of the so-called black people about black rights and Black Lives Matter, and Black is civic, meaning you're dead in the eyes of civics. You have no standing in law. You're part of no nation. When you get gunned down on the street, there is nobody to fight for you. The people who fight for you are other agents that's paid to basically have you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Y'all pretty much know what it is. They paid to make you take that check. You understand what I'm saying? You throw the bag back at them like, nah, fuck that. We want justice. You know what I'm saying? And that takes you back to my brother Nelly Foley. So you need to replace this with a system of justice. You understand? I mean, no matter how you look at it, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, at the end of the day, when you do your ancestry, everybody ain't gonna be a fucking slave. And that's facts. Everybody, when you do your ancestry, everybody not gonna be a slave. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna be a slave. Ha 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 ha. Peace, peace, killer, white supremacy and coons. Everybody not gonna be a slave when they do their ancestry. So when you find out your grandfather had a probably a plantation, and he could have been a Negro, you know what I'm saying? But when you find out the your grandfather had a plantation and owned like 60 slaves or whatever, are you gonna come out and tell us then? Are you gonna come out and say anything then? No, you're gonna go back to being an African American and never come back around. Yeah, I fuck with Dan Calloway. Mm-hmm. Oh, you said your great grandfather owned land in Alabama? Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you have to look and see what the situation was. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our people own land, but when you start seeing it look benevolent, like they're trying to profit from human trafficking or chattel property, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what though? I guess Dane Calloway has his own way that he teach, man. Shout out to the brother, man. Like, nah, I mean, I wouldn't agree with that, man. I mean, like, everybody got their own little spin on how they put it out there, man. Because at the end of the day, right, you might not. Dane Calloway, his commercials. I mean, I'm not gonna say his commercials. His videos is kind of like commercial in the Aborigine community. They get a lot of views, they get a lot of press. Like I said, I've met people talking in the gym, officers, police officers that watch Dan Calloway. So for them to check him out, and then they probably check him out, and then they probably want to go deeper down the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do your own research at that point in time. Because a lot of stuff is just meant just to turn you on to it, and then you do your research, and then you let the research book. I'll tell you one thing: you come to my channel, you gonna see peace, peace, chief, peace, peace, peace. Let me see where you at, chief. Let me bring chief in. I'm about to send you a link, chief. Yeah, but yeah, as far as Dan Calloway though, yeah, man, he do good work, bro. He do good work. I'd be excited to watch his videos. I ain't gonna front, and I ain't damn sure ain't no groupie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't came through it all. I done watched everybody. I done watched 7 hour Bobby Hemmett lectures. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, Phil Valentine, Bobby Hemmett, all that stuff, man. And listen, man, listen, bro. Like I said, man, you wanna hear some wild shit? I mean, there ain't nothing pertaining to no Aborigines. Check out what the fuck is her name? Bright. Read that Bryce Teller book, the audio, man. That is some disgusting shit, man. That's how these Europeans get down, and that's the same shit they did to some of us in this country, man. How these bastards was, you know what I'm saying? Like how they would rape a Joe, how they say they would tie a man up, put him on the sidewalk, and every European come by would molest them or whatever. Like they did a lot of crazy shit, man, in this continent, man. And a lot of these same Europeans, and now, you know, even with the pansexual movement or whatever the hell you want to call that, or whatever, you see who at the forefront from that. This is America, this coon, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that's what they put out there, man. They put out there a Joker who ain't got no strong voice, who just, you know what I'm saying, just talk like a damn queer, or try to be as colonized as possible, because that's what they want. They want to give you the black, they want to give you the black raggedy looking motherfucker. They don't want to give you the black joker who represent himself like some type of king or some type of chief or whatever. They want to. That's why they don't want you to wear gold and gold teeth in your mouth and chains, because you look like a fucking Inca. You look like You look like somebody from Peru when you got that on. They like, oh man, these motherfuckers can't forget this shit for nothing. So you put gold teeth in your mouth, put damn big ass diamond earrings in your ear and gold chains and shit. They like, oh my God, these motherfuckers, man. Like, what can we do? You know what I'm saying? So they already know, man. This is in your DNA, man. And that's the only reason why we are the only people on the planet who do that. You don't see the people down in Peru. Look at the people down in Peru now. They got fucking wear hats. They look like some I don't know what the fuck type of people they got their own little style and shit though. But they don't look nothing like the people and they don't look nothing like the Incas, man. Nothing like them. We are the only people on this fucking planet, bro, who do the shit we do. Who do the shit we do. But yeah, you got Unc and them telling you, oh man, you know, you're not an African. And I'm about to play a clip from him too, man. I'm about to play this little clip right here. Chief, I sent you the link, man. Check your email. You get a chance, man. Let me see something, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. But I'm about to play something. Y'all press 1 if y'all can hear this, all right? Please, I'm about to play it right now, okay? All right, so let's cut this idiot, man, because you know what, I'm about to start really like using real crafty, disrespectful terms of endearment to address these niggas because these niggas dummies, man. And it's like, yo, you have to call it out at some point in time, man, because he's saying, oh, we want to use mythology. Mythology is a Smithsonian Institute telling you the first Americans resemble Africans, Australians, and South Pacific Islanders. What would you consider Black Americans to resemble? Okay, and that's it. I don't even have to go no further on it. We don't have to. I don't have to go no further on it because that's a scientific magazine, and there you go. And not to mention, remember when I was on his show. Okay, his archaeology that he used was Ruth Shady. Okay, write her name down. Ruthshady. Okay, Ruth Shady is the one who found, or she is the one who did the work on the Peru pyramids. Okay, now this idiot going to say that the pyramids in Peru is 2,600 years old, which Ruth Shady in her interview, even in the Smithsonian Institute, say that these pyramids are 5,000 years old or older. Okay, now how did he get 2,600 years if he properly read her article? But this is what I'm telling y'all. These niggas can't be scholars because how are you a scholar if you didn't properly read the article and then you miss, so you made a mistake on 2,400 years, or even if you add the 2,000 years to the 2,600 years, you'll still get 4,600 years. BC, remember BC, it stops from 2,600 years and go all the way to 1, and then at AD it starts from 1 until 2018 where we at now. So that would be fucking 4,618 years. Okay, how did he miss the 2,000? If he's a scholar, this is who people go to. People, he's telling us that we making mistakes. So look, let me keep it going, man. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this shit. And look, let me say, these niggas, you can look in their face and tell these niggas is scared, man. Like, it ain't even about trying to really like prove anything to them, because they could be Africans all they want. I could care less. But all I'm gonna tell them is to get off my land whenever the shit hit the fan. We're gonna look at them like, you're African, peace. I mean, we could trade and everything, but you gotta go too. You know what I'm saying? You think you're African. So let me play a little bit more. Press one, y'all. I'm about to play it right now. Let me know if y'all can hear it. I don't want to be playing it if y'all can't hear it. All right. Press one is on. Oh, my bad, y'all. Sorry about that. Y'all say y'all can't hear nothing. Can y'all hear me? Just let me know if y'all can hear me. Press one if y'all can hear me now. Mic check, mic check. Still can't hear nothing. You can hit. Can you hear me? Okay, all right. My bad, y'all. I was trying to play it through the headphones, but I wasn't able to play it, y'all. Give me a second. Let me get because it's like when I plug my microphone back up into the computer, it like offsets, and sometimes it give me difficulties. Look, I'm gonna play it Sunday, but if you want to go to the video that I'm talking about and y'all can hear it for yourself, the video is on Black News 101, and it's class 2 right now. It's a class 2, 130,000-year-old human site found in North America, Aborigines on a hot seat. Now look, right? I ain't never on a hot seat, because it's not just one article that I derive my information from. It's just not one source of material in which I derive my information from. I sat back long enough and heard enough stories about this shit to where I had to start doing my own personal research. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you like this, right? You know, you got these brothers out here that's out here telling you, well, in his little thesis, or when he first started, what he was basically saying that they were attacking Professor James Smalls now, because James Small said, oh, he got these stories. And then even Unc said, we all got these stories of having so-called Native Americans in our family, right? But then you would start asking yourself, well, hold up. If we all got these stories of having Native American in our family and none of us look Native, right? Why are white people getting checks? They not Native. Why are white people getting checks on fucking on reservations? They not Native. But these niggas will rock you back to sleep and tell you, oh, well, oh, you're African. You're African. You're African. And, you know, he even went as far to say, oh, Renoke Rashidi or whatever. Listen, plain and simple, we had the brother Imhotep on there. Imhotep said himself, he said, yeah, he know that word Africa is not legit. You know that word Africa is not legit. But when you among other scholars, right, you don't want to be the only person in the room that say, nah, man, Africa wasn't a civilization of the universe or whatever. Because most people going to sit there like, what? You're going to be ostracized if you do that. Especially if you're trying to be all chummy with these people. Now, if you got your own perspective and you're doing your own thing, of course you're not going to care. But if you're in a system to where you're trying to move up the ladder, it's just like work. It's like work. If you hear your boss, talk about groping a woman or doing this or whatever, you're gonna sit there and concur with him. You're not gonna sit there and be like, yo, that's wrong, Paul, or that's wrong. You're not gonna say shit. You're gonna sit there and agree right along with him and shit. And it's like I told you, that's what it's all about. Whatever you gonna be with. That's why I don't compromise none of my shit. I sat around here with other Aborigines who don't respect the Moors, who don't listen to Moors or nothing. I don't care about none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I derive. I ain't saying I derive my information, but I'm a metaphysical student. I'm a student of the unknown. I'm a student of all this information. So yes, I went down other tunnels that wasn't providing the information because I'm an Aborigine. Okay, I got a feather. I'm waving a feather. Okay, I got my land. At the end of the motherfucking day, it's more than that. I need to know more. I need to know more than that. And if the information is available, I need to snatch the information up and apply it to where I can at least let others know about it. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, that's what people do. Other people conform. So you got other people who sit down, no damn well they ain't watch Tariq Bay videos. They don't watch a Sid Ducatir video. They don't watch all these niggas videos before. But as soon as they get around other Aborigines, oh man, I ain't never seen none of them niggas or whatever. I ain't never learned nothing from them. Everything I learned was from these Aborigines. When none of these Aborigines talk about what you tell me an Aborigine that was talking about status correction. You tell me an Aborigine that was talking about changing his nationality, because I don't know none. I don't know none. Okay, there's some people who do it now. At probably a year ago it started, but I don't know too many people who was doing this. So like I said, I don't mean to bore nobody, but even when we talk about everything, like I said, how you got people who work in these forms and these same African forms or whatever, and they knew that we was indigenous to this continent. But they want to sit there and just, you know what I'm saying? They want to sit there and keep the lie going because they part of these scholars or they part of these fraternities or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't part of no motherfucking fraternity. I'm a YouTube scholar, you know what I'm saying? Ex-convict who changed his life around, whatever, was able to go back to some schools or learn some of that information and further my research. And here I am. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't none of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a fucking grant. I got grants to go to school. You understand? So I mean, I use my grants, and now I changed my status. You know what I'm saying? I changed my status. I'm working on getting them to pay all this shit back. All my school loans, I'm gonna have them motherfuckers pay all that shit back, bro. Soon as I can snatch my Aborigine classification up, I ain't paying, because indigenous people don't have to pay to go to school because they want you to be colonized and shit, right? Indigenous people don't have to pay to go to school. You know what I'm saying? So like definitely, you already know that schooling is free for indigenous people. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you got Brother Onk saying, oh, we all got these stories about being Native American. So why the fuck you ain't telling nobody? So if you sit there, and then also what he's saying that, oh, it's a mythology, or we got myths and hopes and wishes that we Aborigines. Like I said, you tell me what other people on the motherfucking planet walk around with gold on the outside of their body. And then I'm going to point to you, these poor black Negroes here. What other motherfuckers do you know in any other? Listen, let's be for real, people. Okay. Now, I'm doing research on the Incas and the Peruvians. Okay. None of them people that's in Peru now are the fucking people from there. Them people that's walking around with them little ponytails and them fucking little hats and shit and them long fucking plaid skirts are not no motherfucking Peruvians, okay? They showed you what the Incas look like. The Incas had gold on them, okay? What motherfuckers do you know wear gold on them? What niggas you can say all in one do everything that all these Aborigines did here? What if I had to sit here and pick, okay, all right, Now, according to the drawings I got of the people that was in Virginia, they said these people wore feather crowns and these niggas had afros. Plain, no two braids, no straight hair. And he talking about, oh, we're going by phenotypical. And then you start getting, oh, well, the geographical. Man, listen, get the fuck out of here. Because if you're able to maintain your color for the last 500 fucking years, lose me with that bullshit. Okay, we know it's hot in the Caribbean. We know it's hot in the South or whatever. How were people able to maintain that color all these years outside of Africa if America wasn't an identical place to Africa? How? Because the way people tell me, according to evolution, you lighten up as you get away from the sun, or you know, if you go into a place long enough, you'll lose your melanin, which that possibly can happen. If you probably do put someone in a cave, they probably can lose their melanin. But that's an experiment that they got to try. I haven't seen the experiment done. That's all a fucking theory though. But like I said, if you had to look at the Olmecs. You know, these niggas got big heads, man, like the Olmecs, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at the motherfucker got braids, big noses, who would that be? Who would that be? And you ain't got to sit there and even, you can just look at it. We found dreadlocks in Peru. Who wearing dreadlocks? We found niggas wearing gold and gold teeth and gold earrings and gold chains. Who is wearing that? Also with the braids, also mohawks, also the afros. None of these people are wearing. See, like I said, this is a common sense 101 class, man. This is not about no theories, or it's not about guessing. This is about once you figure this shit out, you have to use your brain from there. Because if we sitting here looking at a so-called Aborigine in Virginia who has a feather crown on and a kilt scalp, I mean, in a grass kilt or whatever. I call it grass kilt, man. That's what it is, man. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Why don't we see this same image consistent with the so-called Native Americans? I've never seen any Native American wear that attire. Why? Why haven't we seen that? That is not consistent with the images we seen in Virginia. And if you are a freaking researcher, or if you just anybody who's studying, or if we comparing evidence, we go to these pictures, we see these pictures with these feather crowns on, and you're like, hold up. The first thing we say to ourselves is, hold up. We're told Native Americans got this long, straight hair. Now, there wasn't no barbers at this point in time, so who the fuck shaped their hair like that? Who shaped their hair in the style of an afro? And the Indians we know can't even get a hairstyle consistent to that. So, like I said, man, people, you start using your brain yourself, man. Don't let these niggas, man, can I call in? Dark Horse. Peace, man. Now, I ain't got no calling, man. But you know what, though? I'm going to hook all that up, man. If people want to call in, man, we're going to make that happen, man. I get me a burnout phone. We can call in on a burnout phone, and I'll put you on the speaker, and we can go from there, man. I can definitely make that happen, man. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, like I said, yo, like real talk, you ain't got to listen. Like you said, none of the Mongoloids, none of the Asian. Listen, just remember this, and shout out to my brother NY Supreme, man, because he dropped this article on my lap, and this was the evidence that I needed. You know what I'm saying? It was like he dropped the article, the Smithsonian, the Naya article, or whatever, and I've been using it ever since then, man. Shout out to my brother, man. But definitely, man, that Smithsonian Institute article with Naya is something that cannot be fucking debunked. Now, these Armored Rock Squad niggas can sit there and tell the Smithsonian Institute what they saying, or what the anthropologist James Chatter is saying, but none of y'all are anthropologists. That's why I even had to say, well, none of y'all even got fucking degrees. Like, so you gonna go from just a normal street scholar to now you sitting up there debating archaeologists, but then you using archaeologists to, so what are we able to use? This is why I'm saying why you cannot fuck with them, because they're not sincere with the information. They're trying to tell you, like I said, look, If I'd seen them pictures that was on Terra Nova, now Terra Nova is the Eastern Shoreboard of the Americas, okay? Terra Nova is from Nova Scotia all the way down to motherfucking Andale, whatever, however the Duke of Tears say Florida is or whatever though, but all the way down there and all the way out to the Caribbean and some parts of Central and South America. All right, so we can consider all that the eastern seaboard. All right, on the eastern seaboard, the images that I got hundreds of these images of these so-called Aborigines wearing feather crowns and feather skirts, and they have like Afro type haircuts. Okay, if we had to sit there and say, well, damn, well, okay, the Smithsonian Institute said that the first Americans resemble Africans, Australians, and South Pacific Islanders. When you see these images, they obviously resemble one of the three ethnicity or one of the three ethnicity groups or whatever. So what would you say? All right, so where are the people that look like this now? So you got people that look like the slaves that you brought here, but then you find out that it was Indians that were slaves. So then you start saying to yourself, hold up, well, it was Indians that were slaves. Huh? Nah, it wasn't no Indians. So now you got to throw that whole word slave out and apply. You can't apply that word slave to an African. You got to apply that word slave to an Aborigine, and that's the problem. When you and it's just too much evidence. It's too much evidence for conspiracy. It's too much evidence. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this shit out. You understand? And that's what I'm saying, man. They probably throwing bags at these niggas so we can stop, so they can keep on putting disinformation out there. They probably throwing straight bags at them, man. Because look, man, it is what it is. I don't care what you say. You cannot prove to me that you brought more Africans here than the black people that was here on the Eastern Seaboard. And then remember, all of the blacks here on the Eastern Seaboard, what happened to the slaves? What happened to these millions of Indian slaves that you said you had? I myself, like I said, I don't see no Indian looking people walking around with the last name Lyon, Jones, Johnson, Edwards, none of this stuff. And if I do see a person that look like an Indian, I'm gonna even assume that he's a manga, a mulatto, meaning he might have a white and a black parent, or he's a Latino. And I'm looking at the last name, I'm like, hold up, man, why you get the last name Jackson? I have never seen that before. The only situations I have seen that is it's a white person with that name, or it's a black person, and then it might can be a mulatto, someone who's mixed, a white parent and a black, whatever. You know how I go. Somebody got the last name, one of these names that which we carry. You don't see no Native American people walking around here that don't know their culture, that don't know who they are. You don't see that. So where's the Indian slaves that they had? Where's all these people at? Where's all these people at? But then hold up. The Smithsonian Institute said that the original first Americans should look like Africans, Australians, and South Pacific Islanders. So if that is true, so hold up. So if that is true, then we looking for the wrong people. So like I said, man, don't let these people rock you to sleep, man. It's like I said, the gig is up, man. The gig is up. The gig is up. Now it's just you got to do your research and find out who you are. You know what I'm saying? You might be the slave and the master. You know what I'm saying? When you do your research, man, what you looking for? You know what I'm saying? You might be the slave and the master, man. You know what I'm saying? You do your research. You might find out on this side of your family you had someone who owned slaves, and on this side of your family you find out you was the Aborigine. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody's not going to be the same story for them. Some people you going to see, they ain't going to tell their story, you know what I'm saying, because they're going to be ashamed, or, you know what I'm saying, who knows. But at the end of the day, like I said, man, you got to do your own research. Definitely do your own research. Let me see what's in the chat room, man. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me like 2 minutes. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. So they don't have old cemeteries. Yeah, that's right. That so-called Negro burial ground that these niggas keep saying was an African burial ground. Where was the Indians that was on that side of Wall Street? When you do the research, they tell you that it was in. They build the wall to keep the Indians from the other side or whatever. So what happened to them Indians? You said thoughts on UB News. I think he do some good research, man. I'm just saying, but with this Aborigine shit, man, a lot of people just need to stay out of that because they don't make it no better. They go out there now, everybody want to get a little spin on shit or whatever, and they not accurate. They not 100% accurate because you have to dig deeper than just the white man information. It's not just so much of reading from a book with this shit. It's so much using common sense with fact, along with the stories you have heard from doing the research and asking the critical information, because you're going to get the critical information from the people. You're not going to get the critical information from science. They say us Aborigine alliance. They say with the Native Americans. Why would you alliance with them? They won't even tell you that you are. They fight you tooth and nail that you are Aborigine. So once you get your shit together, then if we need to use them, or if it's a situation to where we can, you know what I'm saying, to where it goes down like that, then yeah. But for the most part, now you should be, how you gonna unite with people who sold you out? Because them people sold you out. Them people know who you are. They know damn well it's a bunch of fucking mulattoes and a bunch of $5 Indians on the reservation. The people need to start calling that shit out. What'd you say? We're not attracted to Africans. They say, all right, damn, you late. Shout out, Shaheem L. Let me see, the Pan-African Vein Network is saying it's never been so exposed. That's right, man. Listen, the pyramids in Peru are older than the pyramids in Egypt. How about that? That's right. How about that? You know what I'm saying? It's no way that they could sit there and come with it. Say, we the big buffalo people, indeed. Mm-hmm. That's right, our own, but Dark Horse, listen, no disrespect, nothing. I know our own people sold us out, but understand what I'm trying to tell you. Them Native Americans know that you're not an African. They're the same people. Listen to what I'm telling you. The Native Americans, they won't let, they was fighting against the so-called freemen. The freemen are the original Aborigines. They was fighting against them getting into the Cherokee. So you saying Native American, who the hell is that? Who is them? Because we the Aborigines, the people who classify as African Americans are the real Indians. Okay? We the real Indians. We know the Cherokee had slaves. We know it's not even Cherokee, because when you start looking up them terms, that term ain't come along until after they was kind of like civilized. We know it was the Aniyanwanya. We know it was like I said, that's another thing where I gotta start doing. Okay, I gotta start really researching the name. I know Powhatans. I know it's a bunch of other tribes or whatever. You know, I know most of the tribes that was in Massachusetts and New York, and like Jersey and Delaware. I know most of them tribes. The tribes in the South are the hard ones to really kind of pinpoint down on, because them was the ones that was kind of dismantled because of the influence of the Europeans. The Europeans didn't kind of like influence like most of the tribes that's in like Massachusetts area at first. They did it to the ones in the South. So the ones in the South is the ones that's diluted, and you've been the one right out. So you get a white chief, and then you try to come in as an Aboriginal and be like, no, you were descendants of African slaves. So you be like, well, you descendants of Europeans that came here and took and enslaved the people. That's your argument. You know what I mean? All right, well, if I'm descendants of African slaves, how the fuck are you an Indian? You ain't supposed to be here on this continent. Who allowed you to come here? Okay, all right, so they allowed some of y'all to come here, but you hear the stories about them saying that all these Europeans just bum rush this country. So some of these, so I assume that I'm gonna say 70% of the Europeans here are the ones that came here and bum rush the country. The other 30% are the ones either that it was slaves, or they was just probably really people who just probably was forced to come over here, or however you look at it. But 70% of the people who came here. You know what I'm saying? Even like I mentioned Anthony Bourdain earlier, right? When I read his book, he was telling a story how his family came from Europe in the 1900s or whatever, and he was saying how they came through Ellis Island and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's Anthony Bourdain, the chef that died or whatever. Like I was telling people earlier, I did go to culinary school. I do more vegan, vegetarian. I'm a nutritionist or a naturopath or whatever. That's what I consider myself to be these days. Because I got 2 certificates from Layla Africa, as well as I got a degree in nutrition Western science or whatever. But nonetheless, though, what I'm saying is, though, the dude Anthony Bourdain, I read his book. Got an excellent book. I don't mean to change this. I'm just going to touch on this real quick. Yeah, excellent book. I had to do a book report on it. Yeah, I know he probably a damn devil, eat anything, put all that shit into his body or whatever. But I definitely enjoyed his culinary outlook on a lot of things as me being in that craft. All right. And then, like I said, if you read his book, he got a part in his book where he say that, like, when they was working in the kitchen back in the 70s, he said them shits was like prison. He was saying how, you know, like some of the chefs used to come by and take advantage of some of the dudes, and he just seen people get stabbed and everything in the kitchen. And this is in his book or whatever. And like I said, when I was reading that shit, I was like, damn, this is a very interesting book. And I decided to read it 2 more times, and I still got it sitting in my I still got it. Well, I got it actually in the crate in the crate with my other books or whatever though. But yeah, man. But yeah, man. Back to the Aborigines though. Back to the Aborigines though. Yeah. Let me see. The majority of slaves, servant. They was. That's right. We not Slavs, man. We not Slavs, man. You ain't never seen a black Slovenian, man. That's what, see, niggas don't even know the terms properly, man. We ain't never seen a black Slovenian, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, before you can get your land back, you gotta get your mind back. And I ain't telling you that, killer white supremacy and coon. I'm saying that to people as a whole. That's right. Kitchen Confidential, Harold Fortune. That's an excellent book, bro. I'm telling you. I mean, Bourdain probably was a sacrifice. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. He was chummy with a lot of them so-called people. Like you got to be careful when you start dealing with the queen and start dealing with a lot of them people up there in political and saying, now he made that. You notice after he died today, right now, all of a sudden they saying that he came out and said some shit about Trump. How ironic is that? Now, for those of us like me, Anthony Bourdain is never really in the news like that or whatever. But now all of a sudden, the day he died or the day he got killed, he's in the news saying something about Trump and he died today. So come on, man. Like I said, man, you got to use your brain in a lot of this shit, man. A lot of this shit just doesn't add up, man. And it's an article from 2007. You understand? And it's an older article. It's not even the thing TMZ played is not even new. That's how you know that they be fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you some real shit, right? And press 1 if y'all ever seen this, right? I seen a picture of Khalid Muhammad's son taking a award from Bill Clinton, right? Now I was sitting there thinking to myself, well, damn, Khalid Muhammad used to be talking about Bill Clinton or whatever. You think they ain't know who Khalid Muhammad was? You think they ain't know that's Khalid Muhammad's son? I mean, come on, man. Use your brain. What y'all pressing 1 for? Y'all can hear me? Mic check, mic check, mic check. Let me see something. Mic check, mic check, mic check. All right. Yeah, all right. Real talk. Yeah, they said Anthony Bourdain killed himself. You know how that shit work out, though. Most of the people who get off, they say killed themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, all right. Thanks on Killer White Supremacy. All right, he said press one. Yeah, thanks. Hey, word up though, but think about that, right? Think about that, right? For those of y'all who deal with any of this science, right? Check this out, right? Khalid Muhammad used to be calling Bill Clinton Slick Willie and all this, that, and the third, right? So you see his son getting accepting an award from him after he died. Like I'm like, oh man, that's when I started saying that this shit is real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Whether people believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? I mean, real talk. Yeah, his name's Farad. His name is something Farad Gray or something like that. Yeah, what was one? It's a video. It's a video up there of him because he always got his son. Hold on. He said Weinstein Hillary connection. Yo, it say Bourdain get out. It say was a Weinstein victim. What you mean by that? No sellout. Michael Jackson. Prince, Whitney Houston, and others, Obama's blood sacrifices. I mean, I agree with, I believe that shit. Yeah, but look, man, listen. See, y'all niggas go a lot of people Masons, man. You say I don't care if Khalid was a Mason. What the fuck did Khalid Muhammad tell y'all, man? Like, see, that's what y'all get caught up with that Mason shit too much, man. Like, I'm not sitting up here telling you, oh, don't go follow none of them or whatever. But you get these brothers who got the energy, who whether he's a Mason or whatever he was, man, he came out and he broke his oath to tell you niggas some shit he ain't had to tell you. He didn't have to tell you niggas shit. He could have kept driving his fucking his Rolls Royce, kept getting money, kept being on top of the hill looking down at the niggas at the bottom of the hill. But he chose to come up out of that. He chose to come out and come back and teach his people, man. You understand what I'm saying? We know he was killed, bro. Come on, man. They said the nigga ate something and he was sitting and he was vomiting at the same time. Come on, man. Like, who you ever seen? Have you ever been that sick the way that shit happened? The only way you could be that sick the way it happened if somebody put some bacteria in your food. The only way that shit can happen like that if you eat some food that's been rotten for 3 weeks or something like that. Because soon as your stomach bacteria touches, it's gonna bring it right back up. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. The nigga was sitting and he was vomiting at the same time. Or whatever though. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, you know, yeah, that's right. Food poison. That's right, exactly. That's right, and that's direct food poisoning. That ain't no food poisoning to where, oh, you just ate something. Listen, like I said, I'm a chef, and think of it like this. It's a thing we call time temperature abuse. Now think about it like this, right? Listen, I want y'all to understand this too, right? Time temperature abuse is like when sometime when you be at a cookout, sometimes you be at an event and the food is left out. If the food is left out longer than 6 hours, microorganisms start growing on them. Now, understand this too, right? If you ever went out and eat, right? I'm gonna tell you myself, right? When I cook, I don't ever get sick. I don't ever get sick when I cook. But when I go out to restaurants, I always like when I used to go to fucking City Island, yo. When I used to go to City Island, that shit used to tear my stomach up, yo. I stopped eating that shit, yo. Like, real talk, yo. I couldn't even go over. That's why I don't even really like to go out to go eat, because people don't properly take care of the food. But what I'm telling you is, just think of the worst stomach ache you have ever had. You have never vomited and deprecated on yourself at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? Now, like I said, for you to do that, I mean, you had to eat something that probably a fucking, probably a camel wouldn't eat. You know what I'm saying? You had to eat something that make a billy goat throw up. You understand what I'm saying? And think about that. For you to really throw up like that, or for you to really vomit or have them go into them type of convulsions, that's some direct bacteria that was created in some type of lab or something. I mean, it has to be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know, just touching on that, man, you know, we make shit though. Yeah, I know, yeah, exactly. Food poison is right, exactly. And what I'm saying is, like, Think about it like, you know, nah, I ain't dissing camels, man. We got our own camels over here called llamas, man. We get the llamas are one hump camels, man. What you talking about, man? We got no problem with no animals, man. This ain't the listen, my man. I'm a humanitarian, man. I'm not about no like, I love all animals, man. I think all animals have. I won't run over a squirrel, yo. I won't do none of that shit. Run cats, none of that shit, man. I'm not with all that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. But now he says it's a joke. All right, I'm laughing. Ha ha, it's funny. All right. Hey Chief, man, you wanna come in, man? I sent you a link, yo. Yeah, though, but yeah, real talk though, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only way you gonna get sick, like they say, restaurants are nasty. Say I used to inspect them. They say before I see niggas sweating the that's right. 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 You gotta put me on that. Camels originated in Utah. That's deep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right though. Restaurants are fucking nasty, bro. And like I said, that's why you have to really filter how you go out and eat, man. Because people leave food out all day long, and you will get sick, and you won't notice it. And then listen, you can't even sue the restaurant because it has to be a pandemic. A pandemic or no, it had to be like a pandemic, not an epidemic, but a pandemic. So it has to be a certain amount of people who get sick. You know what I'm saying? So it just can't be you just got sick off of something and then you try to sue them. It has to be at least up to 100 or something people who get sick out of that same restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? So just think about it. Anytime you have ever eaten out, how many times your stomach ever been bothering you? Because like I said, I cook all the time. You know what I'm saying? I've been cooking for the last 15 years. I've been stuff for a minute. But what I'm saying is, even when I used to cook hard, heavy dishes, you know how you'll make some type of pasta and leave it out for a long time? That's how you get sick. Leave it out. You leave it out. You cook it. It be done at 1 o'clock, and you leave it out to 10 o'clock at nighttime. At 10 o'clock at nighttime, you eating out of it, shit, and then you cook it tomorrow. Then you warm it up tomorrow and leave it out for another 5 more hours. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. Peace, Jaguar Olmec. That's right. They say, hold up. It's there. I slam the brakes on animal. Nah, I ain't running no damn snake over neither, man. Snake got a purpose, man. You know what I'm saying? A snake got a purpose too, man. That snake probably got to go home to his kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, just in the grand scheme of things, man. You know what I'm saying? I know that might be like, but at the end of the day, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, if I could open the window for a fly, I let the fly out the window and shit. You know what I'm saying? He got a purpose. So at the end of the day, man, like I said, man, I mean, like, even though that's not the case, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, we already know how that works though, but at the end of the day, Chief, what's up, man?
Peace, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm on 200, man. I'm good, man. I was waiting to see how long it was gonna take them to open the channel back up though, man. But how you been, man? I seen you've been getting busy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Aboriginal Power, man. Been going in, man. 10 times 100, man. Ooga. Shout out to all the American Aborigines, man. We back.
That's right.
The truth is in the building. The Thompson's one. Let's get it, man. What it do, man?
That's right.
Man? Sheesh. I'm good, man. Hey, man, I got one question, man. Did you guys see? And I know you probably seen it. I haven't finished watching either one of them. I got distracted from things today. But Jabari went in on slavery. It was interesting. And then Unc went in on us Aboriginals and, our information and things like that.
That's what I was talking about. I was just talking about, I was trying to play that one. The one with Unc, where he started off. You heard how he started off, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, it was terrible. I mean, like I said, I got like 5-10 minutes into it or whatever. I already kind of knew what I needed to hear. And, I've already kind of whooped him on the UV thing, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into UV things. I don't know if we're going to do it tonight or whatever. I don't know if we're going to get into that clip so we can talk about it. But, yeah, I've already showed that's pseudo. That's super pseudo. And, when you ask, they don't never tell you where they get this information from. They don't never tell you whether or not it's a fact. UV rays is in that zone 1, zone 2, and all that crap is bullshit. And we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, that's some bull. That's what I'm saying. The more research they do, the more dumber they come out. Like all they do is confuse itself more, cause more confusion, man. You know what I'm saying? The more articles they read, the more ways they try. Now they want to say, okay, the people was black, but what did they look like? We got evidence of what look like. We got the Olmecs don't look like these people on these damn reservations. So you telling me that, okay, that if they look black, they got a face like an Olmec, they got braids, dreads, mohawks, or afros, but they not the same as an African. You see it? Yo, man, I'm just telling y'all, man. You understand that? You understand how that goes, Chief? Think of it like this, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's actually weird, man.
Look, let's play this. Let's pretend you're a detective, right? And I'm giving you a description of the.
Nah, that's a bad analogy. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. Okay, you're the Aborigine detective, or you're doing research.
I got you.
All right, and I'm giving you a description of
Indian Jones. Got you, brother.
I'm giving you a description. All right, boom. You know what I'm saying? All right, so they got a face like an Olmec. They're as dark as Africans. They got braids, dreads, and afros. Who would them people resemble? Chief.
You asking me that? Well, I mean, man, listen, man, I used to think that the whole planet was Africa, man, because I was lost in the world spirit just like everybody else. So once you know better, you do better, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. We can't, at this point right now, it's almost, I know, especially the people that listen, there's been, especially all the sharpest chat room in the game, right? They already know, what I'm saying? They talking to the choir right now. These guys are sleepwalking, like for real. It's like talking to the Return of the Walking Dead right now. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to wake people up, but when we say certain things like the UV Africa theory that has been debunked and so on and so forth, right? And we can disprove this stuff, and we're gonna get to that. This guy even said that people ate different type of fish in different parts of the world. That's what made them different complexions and stuff. And people talk about the equator and all these other things or whatever, and it's just so interesting. So but they say stuff that contradict themselves. And if you read the comments and stuff on these videos, they're really exposing it. So, hey, man, shout out to Sinetta, man. Hey, go check out the Sinetta TV Awards, man. If you can make it out to New York, go check them out. If not, do a watch party or something. You know what I'm saying? I think we should definitely support any black businesses. You know what I'm saying? Or Aborigine businesses, even if they don't know that. You know what I'm talking about? And we're gonna definitely take over the awards next year. Ooga to the family. Let's get them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what you say? Yeah, I can see the chat right now. I'm out the window. I can't hear you, bro.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Mike, I said Chief definitely right for what he's saying for the most part, man, because it's no way in the world, man. If we got too much evidence and they just keep trying to rock you right back to sleep. The people on these reservations don't look nothing like the people who we seen who was here. The only people who you can assume was these people are you. Where the fuck did all these million people go? Where did they go? You only said you brought 380,000 people here from fucking 1619 to 1808. Fuck it. We can't even say the 1865 no more. We want to say the 1808. So that's 190 something years, 94 years or whatever.
Okay, no. Talk about times though. The title of the video that they did. I haven't even got into the 130,000 year time period that they said that it was humans in Northern America. Hey man, I almost fainted when I seen the. Listen, y'all, that's it. Like so. Hey man, I can't. Make this up. That's the title of the video. It's the 130,000 year thing.
That's why I was gonna play. I was trying to play it.
Yo, Sinetta, we're not in the hot seat, homie. You guys, but the title is already checkmated, y'all. What are you talking about?
You can't debunk everything. But see, now they're gonna play other games. See, listen, Chief. You know, listen, let me tell you something. In a live lecture, if you show black people them images of the people who they found in Virginia with them fucking afros, if you show them the images of power, or who we believe to be power, either that's Powhatan or that's a Petchicanu. A Petchicanu is Powhatan brother. Okay, he's the one that when in 1622 sparked the war in Chesapeake or whatever you call it. It wasn't Virginia at that point in time, I don't believe, but he the one sparked the war. If most people, when you see that tobacco Indian that they say, right? Remember, tobacco Indian. Where did they find tobacco at? In Virginia. Where did they go? First, they went to Roanoke Island. Then they went to Jamestown. Okay, when they went to Jamestown, what happened? Petchicanu caught Captain John Smith. Somehow he got loose, but most people don't know that he kidnapped Pocahontas. He ain't married her. He kidnapped her and used her for leverage. They came back and started warring with them. In 1614, that's when all the war, that's when they started killing all the colonies. So in 1622, when you see that image of so-called the Virginia Historical Society, Indian figure, right now, check this out. I called them myself, okay? This is what the guy told me in the history department, right? He told me that that's an African American dressed up as an Indian. Okay. Now I'm like, oh, now see, look. All right. If I wasn't a Thompsonist one, I would have just fell for that. But guess what? I got the other fucking images. I got the images of, you call them two black boys and they dressed up. They got the feather crown on. The fuck you call them two black boys for? Then I got all the other images. Like the gig is up, man. And the more that they try to conceal it, the more that your spirit, the more you are, you know what I'm saying? You basically are involved in it. Just the cover up, man. The cover up is worse than the crime. You understand what I'm saying? And then for anyone who try to cover it up, such as Onk, who telling you that they found something over 130 years old, 130,000 years old, they can just, these guys who never been to college, who just study, and this guy, like I said, he got Ruth. If you go back, right, y'all can Google Ruth Shady work right now, okay? You can Google her work right now. Google Ruth Shady, Karoo Pyramids, Smithsonian Institute. It tells you, they say 5,000 years, right? Now, you have to go find other research, because other research are going to see that they dating the Peru Pyramid. The initial article that I put up, they try to laugh at me and say, ha, 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 that's pseudo. Ha, ha, that's pseudo. But guess what? Let me tell you what goes on when people tell you about the word pseudo. Anybody can publish a fucking paper, but guess what you have to put in there? You have to put where you got the paper from, where you got the idea from, okay? So we don't think that you just levitating up in the house like Dr. Strange and you just bringing these images in. You're not just making this shit up. You have to put your, so where did you get that from? Because we know if you wasn't there, okay, so who did the research? Who did the research and who did the research? And you have to state that. So you can paraphrase it. You can write it how you want to write it. You can put it, you can say use, synonyms and, different words to describe, you know what I'm saying? However you want to do it. But at the end of the day, when I read it, I want to see where did you get it from? Okay. And then if you can put the Dean Cultural Research Center in there, okay, which they've been researching this shit forever, or then that was a Dean culture that was supposed to be in that civilization. Okay, so like I said, man, the gig is up. The more these people try to sit here and tell you otherwise, the more you need to start getting away from them, man. The more you need to start really not even trolling them, but just telling them in their comments, like, y'all niggas ain't no scholars. You ain't a scholar. Y'all, everything you saying is your own opinion. And that's not even facts. Now you're trying to tell us that it wasn't, you're trying to say that the people here was black, but they wasn't looking like Africans. That's what you're trying to say. But then you're trying to say, oh, the Africans mixed in it. But you have to tell me first, how many people was here? Now, until you are archaeologists, and like I said, man, you know, do the research yourself, man. Don't let these people deceive you, man, and tell you, oh, now the black, because you know what? And you see, the problem is with Onk too, man, because Onk looking at them people on them reservations, the same thing. He like, yo, he like, man, yeah, man, we don't look like them, man. And a lot of that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people look at them people on them reservations and say to themselves, yo, I do not look like them people, yo. So where are the Indians at? The real Indians are classified as colored. You understand? No matter how dark. Wesley Snipes' grandmother was classified as a colored. So it doesn't matter like how dark you was. You was classified as a color. My father brother is fucking night blue. He blue. You understand what I'm saying? And he was classified as a colored. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? That's what you have to understand. That's what the real Indians is classified as color. They even tell you that the real Indians hold the name Lion, Jones, Jackson, Jefferson, etc. Who has the name? Have you ever seen any of the Native American with the name Jefferson? Have you? Have you ever seen any Native American with the yeah, you right. Tariq Nasheed do flip flop though. He do. They don't understand though. They tell you that was black people here, but this it was Africans who came over here 2,300 years ago. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like I said, we found the oldest civilization than the so-called Olmecs, because this is what they stand on. They stand on that Olmec shit. But then when you say, hold up, well, Corral is older than any of the Olmec civilization. So they probably was the father to the Olmec civilization. Then people start shivering because they don't know nothing about it. And even when you start studying it, this nigga still don't understand what's going on. You can read the article, you can sit there and do all the research and everything you need to do. And this guy can still tell you that these pyramids are 2,600 years old, when the Smithsonian said they 5,000 years old. And I could tell if he was off by 100 years or maybe 500 years. Okay, because some, like all the articles I read, the dates are not the same. And I understand that as a researcher. But when you 2,400 years off or you 2,000 years off, that go to show me that you are pseudo. That's go to show me that you ain't you're not understanding what you're reading. You just pulling up articles according to how we pull it up. Now you're getting together with the rest of the pseudo squad, and you saying, well now the new argument gonna be, well, we gonna say that they okay, it was black people here, but they didn't look like Africans. That's what they're gonna say when you got these Olmec statues here, or whatever. They're gonna say, well, the black people came from there. When, like I said, you can date shit back in 100,000s of years, man. And even Dr. Imhotep said that. But these guys can debate and debunk anybody on the fucking planet. They need to have their own geographical show, man. The Amun Ra Squad need to be on one of these on National Geographic channels, and they need to give them their own channel, yo, because they are in the same class as the fake ass pseudo people who be on TV who give you these half truths and false truths. You know, Nefertiti was a white person. It wasn't no Europeans on the fucking planet, man. And they just keep on, like, you know what I'm saying? No one's step up and say, man, look, man, it wasn't no Europeans on the planet. So we know that the Native Americans cannot be white. And if they are white, it's because of the fucking Europeans that came here that raped them or whatever. But now they can claim to be them. Oh, I'm an Indian. You know, my grandmother raped your grandmother. I'm an Indian though. I'm an Indian now. And this is like that's like you supposed to be. Hold up. They say Chief Holiday just spoke to me about this today. Color, equality, Indian. So what was what were so-called slaves classified as? Prisoners of war and indentured servants. Either you was the one that helped them or you was the one that was warring against them. It's plain and fucking simple, bro. That's it. That's it. That's it. It's plain and simple, bro. Prisoners of war. When you see these niggas, the first man who got killed in the Revolutionary War. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go on with this one. I believe that George Washington was black. Okay, now this is just my theory or my opinion. Okay, I'm not sitting up here telling you this is facts. The shit that you know ain't even facts. So fuck it. We gonna sit here and have some fun with this shit. All right. They tell you it was the first black man who got killed in the Revolutionary War. Okay. Now, like I said, I was listening in on this live stream on this white dude. I think it's called Now You See TV, and he's a conspiratorial dude. Okay. He had a guest on it. He said that the real George Washington got killed in the fucking Revolutionary War, and they created another one. So, like I said, when you see a lot of these images of these people with these ponytails and shit, them are Aborigines, man. You understand what I'm saying? But nonetheless, though, that's a whole nother story. I'm not even gonna go down that route. You got to do your own research. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. You said all skin folks ain't kin folks. Shout out to my Chata. They say Sister Phoenix Moon. Say we got your green light. Say going every. That's right. That's right. That's right. Shout out to Phoenix Moon. Definitely shout out to Phoenix Moon. I love that sister. Definitely, man. Real talk. I mean, I'm glad to see Phoenix Moon with a video back up. I haven't seen her in a while or whatever.
No, she got a new channel. If she in the building, hopefully y'all can like, subscribe. I'll go search for the new channel. I don't know if we can put it in the description. But yeah, she got a new channel. When you spit that fire, you know they gonna shut you down. You know what I'm saying? But listen though, tribeup.app. Let's go over to Tribe Up, you know what I'm saying, and join over there. We got to worry about getting censored. That is for us and by us. For Aboriginals, by Aboriginals. Fabo. Shout out to you. Yeah, man. Hey, no, but hold on. Look, wait. We can't fast forward past this 130,000 year mark in America, humans, right? Now, listen, y'all. I don't double speech. I don't double talk. I didn't even get to. I had just got to where he was reading the article, but I did not hear where the article came from, the title of the article, things of that nature, so we can research the article for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's something that we should definitely ask Unc. You know, when he's, come on, man, don't come, man. When you come, you have to come correct. You can't come half-cocked. You know what I'm saying? So when you guys are talking 130,000 years in America, right? And that's only 70,000 years less than at least what Dr. James Small said now. And now I see you guys are just, you're kind of contradicting the things that you're saying. Because when you're saying there's humans in America 130,000 years plus, right? Because you don't know, right? Because there's other things that's out there. Now you got to say that wouldn't these be the first humans on the planet? Because according to you guys, there's no other humans on the planet. According to your evolution things and stuff like that, right? And I'm just saying, y'all still saying there's monkey people running around here and all these other things. And I always like, what happened to the talking monkeys though? Like you got talking parrots, you got all this other shit, right? You got dogs that can do all these amazing tricks, right? But you can't find a monkey that say, "Hey, what's up, man?" Ooga, ooga.
No.
You can't find a monkey to say Halito, nothing. You know what I mean? Can y'all find me a monkey to say something? You know what I mean? Now I can be like, oh, you know what? There's a monkey. There's a monkey that can talk. You know what I mean? So here's the thing, right? Now they always revising shit, right? Because I remember they found a shard of a skull in northern Africa, Morocco now, right? They call Morocco. And they said it was 40,000 years ago, right? Now they have revised that to 300 and some thousand years. Now I submit, they don't want to submit that this is the cradle, the grandmother and grandfather of civilization, not only in America, but I submit to the world. Now, shout out to Dr. David Noel. We interviewed him on the channel. Go check him out. We might have to upload it over here Matter of fact, we probably edited and uploaded too over here. So see the interview that we did with Dr. But he also said that when he went down to Guatemala and stuff, he found out that it was a culture that was before the Olmecs. That was the mother and fathers of the Olmecs. That means that the Olmecs didn't come from Africa. That means that what you guys are calling Olmecs, she people were already here. So I don't like to be like when people say that they be confused. You guys are going with these words, Akan, all these things that came later, you know what I'm saying, that they named. So I think, we can't never go with the words that were named by them. We kind of always got to do that. But I like the fact that, we're moving in the right direction and we identifying with the right, you know what I mean? The right things, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope. And I don't really mince words because everything comes from us. They just brought it back and kind of manipulated. You see what I'm saying? So if you can understand that, then if somebody speaking English to you, Spanish to you, anything, you understand that comes from a black man. And then they always try to slip something in. Oh, well, a black man came up with the Russian language. Really? Because they were black people first, fucks. Like, y'all crazy, man. It's crazy to me, y'all. And that's the whole thing. They told us everything in reverse. They told us that, well, everything came from over there, Northern Africa and Central and South Africa, you know what I'm saying? And Northern Africa being Europe, y'all. And they came back here, you know what I'm saying? And they taught us, but that's the opposite. We went there and taught them. They didn't teach us anything. We taught them how to grow things and stuff. And that was the science in that Robin Hood movie with Morgan Freeman, him being Robin Hood, you know what I'm saying, American, and then teaching the British people or whatever how to grow corn, things of that nature, how to even farm. They wasn't doing none of that stuff. So I just think it's interesting, man. Like I said, they're every once in a while they try to slip shit in there. Shout out to Morgan Freeman. I think they trying to crucify him on some shit, right? Hey man, they said they ain't let nobody go, man. So y'all better clean y'all closets, man. Y'all trying to be famous, man. That goes for all y'all, man. Y'all better all you Pan Africans. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's getting rough out here, y'all. It's getting rough. But that 130,000 years ago, man, that predates China, that predates Europe, that predates Africa. When we're talking about humans, right? According to y'all. So I think y'all got to, watch your numbers or whatever. And like I said, shout out to Michael Creedmoor and a lot of other archaeologists that are coming around and say, okay, well, if we're dating these bones right here that were found by some human footprints, we date these footprints back millions of years. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, well, if we're going with that science, then they're saying that it's older footprints here in America. Because bones might not last that long. You know what I mean? They would be like, okay, there's evidence of people here based off of evidence of agriculture or structures, or you know what I mean? Like they ate some food, they made fire. So they say, okay, well, this charcoal goes back 130,000 years ago. See what I'm saying? And y'all gotta understand, we gotta keep this real. It's not an exact science, right? So we're gonna just keep that real. So I kind of try to go with the more recent things, right? Like Lucia, like Naya, and they still don't have these things in Africa. You see what I'm saying? Oh, and then he also said that about the UV ray thing. I skipped on that though, right? He said, okay, when Europe, you got, because they get a different type of UV rays, then they get light-skinned people, right? Get white people because they get a different type of sun. That's his rationale for that, right? So I just be wanting to ask dates on this. Can I get some dates? Because according to them, Cheddar Man was melanated, was chocolate. You know what I mean? And he goes back 10,000 years ago. And we understand that, they didn't come into existence into like 5,000 years ago. Shout out to Dr. David. According to their science, not mine. I wasn't a science that did the research. I don't care. I really don't. I'm only concerned with what we can extract from the past that's going to give us a better present and future. That's it. That's all. I don't want to teach shit that's not going to give us power. That's the problem. I don't see anything that's going to come from that conversation that's going to give us power. Period. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's just weird, man. These arguments are crazy to me, but it gives us something to do. I'm definitely.
Hey, Chief.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a video with the dude from London on Sound of the TV?
No, what, Brother London?
Yeah, the dude, Brother London. Have you ever seen that video?
Yes, sir. He went in.
Yo, he was talking to them like they was morons. Like, yo, he was like, yo, he said, I'm an indigenous European. Like, yo, they couldn't understand it. They was like, yo, what you
they couldn't even understand it. Right. Now, these are the same people that tell you that Europe comes from a African queen, Europa, right? They'll tell you that, but they can't connect the dots that Africa is attached to Europe, and you know they can't connect that dot, right? Oh, guess what? No. I mean, man, I can't. I'm sorry now.
Hilarious, man. Yo, we laughing for real. This shit is real. Yo, I'm gonna tell you, 90% of the time, I only be laughing. I be mad all day. Yo, I'm laughing for real right now, yo. Like these niggas, they don't know that. Listen, if cartilage, which was free, when they show you cartilage or the Punic, when they talk about Hannibal, that wasn't in Africa. That was in North. That was in North Africa. That shit was in Europe, right? North Africa was what they call what the fuck, the Middle East now, or East Africa, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, right there. But when we
talking about Carthagena,
when you look up Carthagena, yes, that was outside of Africa.
Phoenicia. Yeah,
it was outside of Africa. It was in Europe, so it would be actually. But look, Chief, actually, it would be where Portugal and Spain and all that area, in that area, not too far from it. So they invaded that. Then they already, because they telling you that they went into Italy, fucking France, Spain, and Portugal, right there, right next to Italy. So if they went Italy, they went in Spain. But we don't even know. Like I said, they saying that there was black people who was already there. They ain't said that they came from Sudan, Africa, did they? Or they came from West Africa? No, they was already there outside of Africa. But when you seen Hannibal in the National Geographic, when he looked like us, he looked like a motherfucking North American Aborigine. You understand what I'm saying? You go back and look it up on a Discovery Channel. Go look up Hannibal. Hannibal looked like a North American Negro. You understand? He only looked like an African. He like a North American Negro. And like I said, if you go back and look. Now look, where do they tell you? Now listen. Aborigines, just come together with me for 1 second, right? Let's really ponder on this shit, right? Check this out, right? They tell you that punilive or cartilage was outside of Africa. If you Google the shit right now, you will see that it's nowhere in Africa. It's outside of what they call Africa line. Or because these niggas, they made a shape and they didn't fell in love with shape so they can market the shape of that continent or whatever. But when you market the shape, you see the other part of it still connected and shit. But think about it like this, right? Cartilage is outside of Africa. When you look up Scipio Africanus, he basically conquered that region of what we call cartilage. Outside, that would be East, North Africa, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, or whatever, right? That is what they call the Afri tribe. That ain't even in the continent in which these niggas be marketing. You know how they got the love, and they always got that African shape and shit. You see that African shape everywhere and shit when they forget to put the rest of it with Europe and Asia connected to it. You know what I'm saying? You see that one Africa shit, and they fall in love with it. You see it on earrings, you see it on medallions, you see it on sneakers and shit, T-shirts, you know, hats. It's Africa. But the real Africa is in North Africa, which we would consider to be Europe, or be what we call the Mediterranean, the Middle Earth. Mediterranean would be right there where Italy and all that shit at, which meta means middle. So Middle Earth. Middle Earth will be right there where that's in the same region of where they call Afri, the Afri people, the Afar, whatever, man. These niggas has made up a whole new tribe. They done made that shit up. Somebody that made that word up. Because you know what I'm saying? Like I said, and then you got people.
1989.
Yeah. And then the funniest shit is, though, you know, the funniest shit is about this whole thing, Chief? The funniest shit is that everything else is made up except that word. Except that word. I done sat here and put this shit out there, showed you the etymology of the word, showed you that the word was basically pushed in the 1800s, showed you that the Europeans, because anything, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? Anything you see with Connors, C-A-N on it, anything you see with C-A-N on it is a conquered state or something to that matter. Because remember, the Amerique. It ain't had nothing to do with no Connors, or Connors means to be conquered in some type of way. Look, I've been trying to find evidence on that. I haven't been able to find no real in-depth evidence on that word Connors, but I'm assuming that word Connors means to conquer. They took the original prefix of it, or what they called these people. These people never say, yeah, I'm Afri, I'm from the dust, because that's what they tell you the word mean. Afri means from the dust. So no one never, the same way that we say the same word with the word Moor and Black and Moor and Aborigines and Indians and all these terms that these people called you because of certain things. You know what I'm saying? So none of them people said when the Greeks came there to cartilage or whatever, none of them stood up and said, yo, me, I'm the Afri tribe, I'm from the dust. None of them said that. They went back and said, yo, these people.
Well, I mean, it's just interesting, man, that they never come up with the African words for these. You know what I'm saying? Because even when I did the research on the Afar people, right, it's like in the Horn of Africa, so that's in the eastern side of Africa, right? That's number one. But they was Qatar with a Q. So it's just so funny, man. Like they're coming up with these modern terms for people that's supposed to live in the time of Hannibal, right? And I just think it's just interesting when they're speaking Latin. You know what I mean? So, like I said, you just got to dig deeper. All these things come from over here, and they come from over there, and come from over here. It came from here, went there, they incorporated and brought it back. And they use it like no power, nothing. Like, you need grain, you need things like that or whatever. So, I mean, somebody said that, that they got their power from Africa, then that's how they conquered the world. No, they got their power from the Americans. That's how they went back to conquer the world. Now look at the timeline. They wasn't in power until they took America and swapped. Like, I don't know, it's crazy. Like I'm on the trail, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to figure it out, the time period when all these things happened. It's not that long ago. Huh?
You know what the real thing is? Look. The real thing is the industrial revolution, man. The industrial revolution is when they found oil and shit. What? Name the people who found oil. Because listen, think about it like this, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all this shit straight up, right? You got the Rockefellers, right? You got Rockefellers. You got all these people who found oil or crude oil, okay, which is in combustible engines, which is in automobiles, et cetera, and it does other things from heating. It does other things, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, them are the people who really like kind of changed it. Okay, they was taking shit from here, but when the industrial revolution came, when they started really using oil and shit like that, and then you figure people, you the only person with this, and now, like if you see the movie Let There Be Blood, you see it, you know what I'm saying? You'll understand. You see the movie Let There Be Blood. They was fighting over them oil rigs. They wasn't just, okay, this is my oil rig, and nigga like, okay, all right, well, let me get some oil. Nah, they was fighting. They was doing the same shit they would do to a black person. They was doing to their own fellow people in some situations though. But when they found that oil, because understand this, the Rockefellers, remember the Rockefellers, people who put the fucking who changed the books and changed all of the education systems. All right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you something even funnier, right? Even when you look up Chase Manhattan, Chase, JP Morgan Chase owns Manhattan. How about that? You ain't never heard that before. You know how I know? Because my people told me that like I think she's on some type of public assistance in New York. She told me when she get her money on her car, she can go to any JP Morgan Chase and debit her money. I said, what? And then if you look at the fund who supplied Morgan Chase supplied it. So when these people that's what like World War I and World War II was consisting of. These motherfuckers over here with all this money who was able to provide these weapons and get with, because like I said, all these people was all pretty much all of the same branch of people, man. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to really do the research and just see how it really applies, man, to the history, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's part of the history too, the Industrial Revolution, with all these motherfuckers who found all this oil, because that's the most people you see with all the money. You know what I'm saying? The people who found the gas and the, you know what I'm saying, and the oils and found some way to use it and kept that system going. Just like, see, with Tesla, that's why a lot of people had an interest in trying to kill Tesla, because Tesla, you know what I'm saying, he was trying to get an energy to the people. So you know what I'm saying? So when you see the PSENG shit, Tesla was trying to put that same port in which the PSENG put that meter box up. Tesla was trying to get at the people in the early 1900s, man. You know what I'm saying? That was what he was trying to get to people. They was like, oh, nah, hell no. We can make these people work for this. Are you crazy? You want to get us to somebody? Oh, nah. That's not going to happen. Off him. just like on the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like streets, bro. Just think of any other story like that goes with that, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, man, you know, history, man. History is a motherfucker, boy. But you got to know your history here in this country, man, because if you don't, you'll be making the ill assumption that you're a fucking immigrant. And then, like, you'll be kumbaya with the rest of them or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, you know, a lot of people came here. They signed paperwork to come here. None of them ever, well, okay. Let me at least go see a Native American since I'm on their land. They don't care about none of that. They throw paper on the trash. They throw trash and shit on the floor. You know, and then you look at them like, yo, where the fuck you from? And if you say something to them, like, you pick that up. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's really the real deal. They show you that fake ass $5 Indian Cody or whatever, or when he crying when he see the trash. No, that's what you really supposed to be doing. And you see people dropping trash and shit, and imagine you tell one of these people like, yo, pick that shit up, man. You ain't from here. They'll look at you like, what? They don't even know who you are. They don't even know who you are. They look at you, you're African, nigga. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? They look at you like, nigga, you from Africa, nigga. Shut up, man. You from Africa, and you ain't supposed to be here neither, nigga. You a slave. You was an African slave. African, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He said your tribe. The tribe up having difficulties. See, third world America. Yeah, they bring the third world to America, exactly. But you know what? The real talk. Before it was any of this technology, because we created all this technology. Thank you very much, so-called Aborigines or colored people or black or African Americans. Thank you very much for the light bulb. Thank you very much for the automobile. Thank you very much for the import-export air conditioner, refrigeration truck. All right. Thank you very much for the air conditioner, because without that, man, it'd be hot than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Fucking refrigerator. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on. So all of the inventions that was created that go around the world was invented by the people here too. So along with them taking the oil, along with them taking the gold, along with them selling your ass, okay, and taking your land, okay, it also came with the inventions you made that they sold to other countries and used their people to exploit. See, China didn't have to do what America did. China just took money from America, and America used their people to manufacture all of the goods and a lot of industrial stuff that people sent from the Americas. And we should be happy, because if they didn't, America will be fucked up just like China is. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the beef I got with Chinese people. Like, in certain parts of China, I don't believe Chinese people should be allowed to go move around nowhere and go on the wheels, because y'all done destroyed your fucking country. And now you trying to go everywhere else you go. You killed all the donkeys in Jamaica. You ate them all and shit. Now you trying, they ain't nothing but scavengers, man. And like I said, and and everything is a big, oh, that's big buck. Or everything is for money. Everything is for money, man. Everything. Oh, we gotta create more jobs no matter what. Or we just created 10,000 more jobs by putting more police and building two prisons and everything. You see what I'm saying? Oh, but them more jobs. Oh, we need more jobs though. You the motherfucker who was smoking marijuana. That's what all them pipes was for, tobacco and marijuana, right? But yet you can't even sell marijuana. You can't even sell legal marijuana. If you sell illegal marijuana, you go to jail, and then now you can't even sell legal marijuana, because all the motherfuckers that sell illegal white marijuana are fucking agents. You understand what I'm saying? They're agents. Ain't nobody, one single person on. If so, they're gonna tax your ass so much to where you ain't gonna make no money from it. But you can sell it through. You can sell, like, this shit just make me fucking throw up sometime, man. When I really be like really going in, man. Like, real talk, man. Chinese don't allow their daughters. Let's say, yeah, but you know what though? Fuck China. I mean, listen, let me tell you something, bro. Like, okay, Chinese people, okay, they look cute for a minute or whatever. They don't look nothing. They ain't got nothing on these black melanated Aborigine sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing on them. Nothing on them. Nothing on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but it is what it is, man. You see how they treat you? You see how they grabbed they smacked up the little sister that was working in the fried chicken spot. And that's the thing. You got motherfuckers, the Asian content, they open up fucking food that you supposed to be opening spots up for. While we sit here and complain about, oh, we ain't got nothing. Oh, we remember how good them hole in the wall restaurants used to be, them black restaurants, the little hole in the wall. Go in there, go get some stewed chicken, or you can go in there, go get some, you know what I'm saying, some real fried chicken. Ain't no more of them. Ain't no more of them. Ain't no more of them. Now, everybody else done got your fucking food, and they market your food everywhere. You got Africans selling fried chicken.
How does that work, though, man?
Because we idiots. Because we idiots. We rather sell poison to our people and then and glorify that. I'm a baller, but you ain't. You could be a baller with four fucking chicken spots too, and a bunch of employees. That's not respected though. That's not respected among. You gotta be you gotta live a fast life. You know what I'm saying? That's what's respected among us. You gotta live a fast life, man. And like I said, man, you got people out there who got recipes. Because most of these spots, like up here where I'm at, it's a spot called Ambassadors, right? And they ain't got nothing but Africans working. It ain't nothing but a bunch of Arabs. Got a bunch of Africans working in there. And the thing about it is, like, I be telling a little African boy, I'm like, yo, y'all make fried chicken in Africa? I said, who y'all got inspiration to make fried chicken from? Where you get the inspiration? And he don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up, but like I said, and there ain't nothing but a bunch of niggas in there. Ain't nothing but a bunch of stupid looking niggas in there who just looking around like, you know, oh, give me 50 pieces. Give me 100 pieces. Like, and then they don't have no cultural you know what I'm saying? They don't know how to recognize their own culture and say, well, damn, yo. Because you know what? And then the first thing they say is, well, if a black person did own this, or we wouldn't spend money. No, that's not true. If it's ran properly and it's respected, see, the thing about it, we do bad business sometimes to where we ain't running properly. These people would get up from sun up to sundown and go in there and probably make like $20,000. They probably make $20,000 in that one restaurant every fucking day. They sell $20,000 worth of chicken to you idiots or whatever, and that's it. And that's it. Put a bunch of fuck all in it to make you come back so you could taste the savory aspects of it. I can put a bunch of salt and fried chicken too, and it tastes good. Or I could put MSG in there as well too. which they use too. Most people don't even know what that is. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, you know, people gotta wisen up, man. It ain't just okay, you know what tribe you from. Now what else you gonna do? I want to hear. Okay, you know what tribe you from? What now? You gonna do, huh? You gonna do what? You gonna go back to work tomorrow? Okay, yeah, I know. You ain't gonna do nothing, try to create no economics. You ain't gonna do nothing to try to get no land or get no, you know what I'm saying? That's all you gonna do. All you gonna do is go back to work the next day. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, no disrespect to no one who is. I mean, because like I said, like I guess that at the end of the day, that's where it goes for some people. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, you know, you gotta do your own research. You have to look. You have to see who your ancestors was. And like I said, man, after you find out your aborigine, then what next? Then what? That means you can't study the flat earth or the infinite plane. That means you can't study nobody else. You can't go back and tap into some historical aspects of things. You know what I'm saying? What? You supposed to just sit there in your Indian pose, smoke the peace pipe and have a feather in your head? You know what I'm saying? That's what you supposed to do? I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious. I just want to know, then what? Because like I said, you got every day, you got people come here. They don't even know who the fucking Indians is. They think the Indians are the people in the reservation. And then when you tell them you're an Indian, they're like, yeah. Some people, but a lot of people know. A lot of people know. A lot of people know. You know what I'm saying? That's just like you see, like they got a Japanese baseball player. For what? You know, how the fuck did Japanese get baseball? Oh, after they bombed them, they brought American culture to Japan and forced it upon them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, they bring a Japanese baseball player over and people be amazed. He ain't listen, I seen niggas in the hood who like, man, listen, we got the most amazing athletes, man, but they don't want you in certain sports. Like I don't know if anybody ever seen this new sport they got called cross training or whatever. Cross training ain't nothing but prison workouts, right? And you know, I mean, with the exception to some of it, but most of it ain't nothing but endurance, high endurance, strength training, prison workouts, right? You don't see no brothers in none of that. All these crackers you see, like, oh shit, like they just get the fuck out. We didn't seen Ronnie Coleman. We didn't seen Phil Heath win the fucking Mr. America for the last 7-8 years. Every year it's a black man who win it. Every year it's a black man who win these bodybuilding competitions and shit. And these niggas is able to lift more than a lot of these other people do. The only reason why a lot of these motherfuckers able to lift because they take steroids. It's like even the best Dominican players, they can't come up to a Hank Aaron. And you know, people think Bobby Bonds was on steroids, which you can argue, but he was good before he was even big. So you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people gotta take steroids to even come close to be that. Look at A-Rod. A-Rod take fucking steroids and shit. He couldn't. That's all he was getting caught up with, taking steroids. He had 600 home. And like I said, man, we lead in all that shit. But guess what? They can use your market and bring people in, just like everything is hip hop now. Everybody cool. Everybody, oh, you so cool. Like, it's cool for everybody to wear sneakers and you know what I'm saying, Nikes and all this shit. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool to do that. People don't even embrace their culture. You see Africans eating pizza or whatever. You see Africans eating Chinese food. Like, well, that's what you came here to do? So you telling me I'm not an African, but yet you not practicing your indigenous ways. You smoking cigarettes and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't practicing your indigenous way, and that's not all Africans. I don't see too many Africans smoking cigarettes unless he hanging around niggas or whatever. But yeah, real talk. Motherfucker tell you quick, you ain't got no culture. I don't have no culture, but you embracing my culture. See how that work? So I don't have a culture, okay? And when I wear dashiki, they say, oh, you're not an African. So when you wear fadeaway and a hook part and some Jordans, you should say you're not a Black American. You see how that works? And that's the fucked up thing about it. That's the fucked up thing about it. No one wanted to practice their culture because their culture is corny over here. You don't want to get caught with them Jesus slippers on. If you go to school with some Jesus slippers on, them kids gonna hike your ass up out of them. Tomorrow you're gonna tell your mother's gonna get you some Jordans or some Air Maxes or something. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. And that's just the cruelty of us or how we do. Because
wait a minute, Jesus slippers.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Niggas be wearing them Jesus. Listen, think about it like this, man. I don't know in the South, but in the North, we be hiking on motherfuckers, man. And if you get caught back in the day, like when I was coming up, wasn't too many immigrants in school. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple of Haitian brothers or whatever though, but a lot of them was already dressing like wearing the same shit we were wearing. So you ain't really know no different though. But I'm saying now, when I go places, I be seeing Africans wearing them dashiki suits with them fucking sandals on, right? Now, if you go to school with that shit on, them niggas gonna hike you up out of that shit. Like, yo, like real talk. I'm telling you, I know we could be some funny people, yo, and some cruel people at the same time. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker will hike you up out of there. You come to school, so you ain't got no choice but to embrace our culture. Because if you don't, and that's the thing, like it's fucked up that we like that because you're supposed to be able to embrace other people's culture, right? But nah, but I guess here we know this our land and we know like, nah, man, you come here, you gotta embrace our culture. You don't come over here wear that shit, man. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the sad part of it. And in America, there's only two fucking cultures, black culture and white culture. Now, there's a bunch of different languages and a bunch of different foods. And you know what I'm saying? And people want to be that culture when they fly that flag. But guess what? During their everyday travels, you can't tell them no different from an African American, bro. You can't tell them no different from an You can't tell them no different from an Aborigine American. Okay? So like I said, that might sound funny though, but it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Like listen, my brothers in the Caribbean, y'all my brothers. We all in this. But we talk about people from outside of this continent. When people are from outside this continent come here, what they do? Same shit. Now I can't even say that. My peoples downstairs, they from Guyana. Man, I went down there, man. They ate the same shit, man. They eat the same shit my aunts and them make, man. Same shit. They might have some indigenous culture food from Guyana. I mean, from Guyana. But for the most part, they eat everything niggas eat. The same shit. The same shit. Same shit with my Jamaican brother. Same shit with Haiti. Same shit. They eat the same shit. Even though that everybody got their own signature there. Just like Jamaicans might not eat fucking hog maws and chitlins. I mean, listen, I don't eat no hog maws. I don't eat no pork. I don't even eat meat like that. But what I'm saying is, hog maws and chitlins is a signature black fucking slave dish. You understand what I'm saying? But most part, just like everybody got a dish something similar to that in their culture. In the Americas. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I say, man, love who you are, bro, because everybody else do. Everybody else market, make money off of you or whatever, or off of your ignorance. And none of us are smart enough to even figure this shit out. And say, damn, on you didn't trade it to get up and go to work on every day than to have your own business. And you let other people, you create the market for you to go and buy shit off of them. You didn't even create the market for your own people because you so busy saying, well, damn, you know what? My people, I know how they nah. You know what the thing about it is it's hard to find workers. That's what the problem is. And I can tell you that as being in business, right? It's hard to find legitimate workers. And what happened with a lot of these immigrants is, check this out, they can bring people from their country, and they can basically it's another form of human trafficking. It's legal human trafficking. You can bring people from your country, and then they can treat these people bad as hell and use the threat. Well, if you don't do this, I'm gonna send you back to your country. We're gonna send you back. And don't think that that's not what happened in a lot of these businesses. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that's not what happened in a lot of these businesses. A lot of these businesses, they can bring people in, just like these Indians. You see these Indians every motherfucking week. They bringing somebody different here or whatever. You're like, damn, they got a business. They were able to bring people in the country from their country. And then they help them get citizenship. Or, you know, sometimes they go back, or sometimes most time they stay here. You understand what I'm saying? And then we sit there and we don't understand. And that's the reason why a lot of their businesses is flourishing, because they can bring other immigrants here to work for them. Okay. Now, like I said, you should be utilizing that. So yeah, black-owned businesses, but you gotta have people who are willing to work. Don't be sitting there saying, like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta bring all niggas in, and niggas is stuffing money in their pocket. Okay, if you can get you a Mexican and he gonna be a reliable person, hire him. Fuck them. If you can sit down and talk to, if you give a listen, bro. If you give Negroes opportunities, and this is how you make your money, and these Negroes is trying to make the ship go down, what you gotta throw them off the ship? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Like you gonna have to tell them, like, you got a business.
Find some more.
But how many times you gonna keep finding more if the people is not competent workers? That's why I'm trying to tell you how.
Man, you know, I don't believe in that. But
I'm just saying, I'm not saying I don't believe in that neither in the real world, bro. I don't believe in that neither. I'm just telling you, in the real world, in the real motherfucking world, if I got a fucking business, right? Check it out. In the real world, if I got a business, right? Let's say I got a fried chicken spot. The majority of time, if a black person got a business, they're going to have their own family in there, right? And then you got family coming in there late. You're going to have family in there popping shit that you stealing from you. Now, that's not in all cases. Some cases, you might have a well-niche family who really trying to make it work. But even then, they got their differences. So then now, you have to, what do? Okay, you bring in younger kids. You bring it, okay, that might work to a certain extent or whatever, though. But what I'm trying to tell you is the reason why it works better for immigrants than it works for us, because they bring people in that want to come to this country, and then they use that fact to where these people work for them. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying and them people is not, they over here trying to do the right thing. So they gonna think twice before they steal, or they gonna think twice before they pop shit back to you, because they don't want to get sent back. I mean, do you agree with that, at least?
Send back, huh?
Yeah, send back.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. You know, it's just going down right now, man. So, you know, I don't know. At this point, okay, so now it's time to build. You know what I'm saying? We've said a lot of things. We've done a lot of stuff. So now, what are we gonna do? You know, as a community, that show, you know, that say we can have something that, even if it's small, that it can grow to something that we can say, this is ours, this is for the people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Todd Data, man. You know what I mean? And I'm willing to build with anybody that's trying to build, man. So, you know,
that's right. That's right.
For everybody, man. So we got to band together, man, and make things happen.
But you ain't never peeped that where you at. Where you don't peep that, like, all right, like, you don't see how the immigrants, they bring other immigrants in and how use these people to work for them. The same thing what Chinese people do, man. They bring in these motherfucking illegals. They bring them in illegally into the fucking. There's a lot of Chinese people here illegally. A lot. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of motherfuckers. And their immigration don't go fuck with them inside them fucking Chinese restaurants. They don't go fuck with them. A lot of them motherfuckers are illegal. How you think they get here? They get here on through fucking through trailers and shit that come on the fucking ocean. You know what I'm saying? So we already know. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, they're able to bring people here. They have resources to manpower. What's the most important thing? Labor. Labor is an indispensable resource. And the only thing that acts labor is more labor. Labor is what you need to make anything function. That's how they was able to build this country off of your labor. You had free labor. Imagine if you got free people to work for you for 5 years straight. Or you got people you paying peanuts to. Imagine that. So now, like I said, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even when you see these bodies, these motherfuckers ain't making that much money working in them restaurants. How you think they able to sit up here and pay this high ass rent in this country? This country, the rent is only getting higher and higher. You know what I'm saying? And people, like I said, man, and black people ain't working that much because you go most of these jobs are all immigrants. So you know what I'm saying? Where's the job? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really look at it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at things. I look at things from a perspective to where I see, even like I said, if you go to a liquor store, it's fucking, before it used to be blacks own liquor store. Now ain't nothing but Dominicans and Indians where I'm at that own liquor stores. Okay? Like I said, you go in there, you figure, like, what would make you come here and open a liquor store? Oh, it's money. It's money to open a liquor store. Never mind all of the fucking people who, that's like liquor, selling liquor like selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? You might not think it is, but it is. You know what I'm saying? You basically you fucking benefiting from other people pain or whatever. Now you can say, well, these people willing participants, but in the grand scheme of things, you still participating in. Now if you selling something like marijuana or, you know, but alcohol is a hell of a drug. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you that first fault, man, alcohol will have you turn into a whole nother person, yo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, at the end of the day, man, like I said, it's a lot, man. It's a lot you got to do, lots you got to think about, whether you Aborigine, whether you anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because the days ain't getting no longer. It don't seem like it's even 24 hours in a day, man. It's like the days is shorter, man. Before you know it, the damn day is over with, man. What all you can do is go to work, come home, cook, watch the sitcom if this is what people do, and then get up and go to work again. And you know what I'm saying? You know how tiring that shit get, doing that shit every day? Every day working the same job for 30 fucking years. And then just coming home and then you able to get a nice car and shit when you retire and shit. Ain't do nothing but just work for somebody. Ain't get no good information. You can say, well, you get all you did was recommend that you go along and get along. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a totally different time now. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. You still need resources to survive. So at the end of the day, I don't know, man. I don't know what the Aborigines going to do. I don't know if people going to start getting land. You're going to start fixing houses. You're going to start what? You got to create some type of system for resources because you're going to have to work for them. Ain't no damn, it ain't no, like, you ain't got no garden enough. So you have to go buy fruits and vegetables from people. First we was the gardeners, then we was the cooks, and we had all the restaurants and shit. Now you the biggest consumer. You don't have nothing. You don't have a food market. You don't even have a garden, man. The thought of owning a garden is too much for you niggas. Oh, that's too much work to do. Oh, a garden? Oh, you don't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, like, you know what I'm saying, that you better hope it never be beyond the Rubicon, like Michael Rupert used to say or whatever. Because at the end of the day, bro, you can't eat concrete, and that's all that's around us is concrete. So if you ain't got no type of resources, you ain't got no people gonna be eating humans. You know what I'm saying? If it ever can, when the system ever crash or any of that bullshit that you see in movies ever happen, it's bye-bye for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So you have to think about that, man. If you don't know, in most of the cities, arugula grows and dandelion grows on the sidewalk. Most people don't even know that. Dandelion grow right on the sidewalk. And spring mix. Look, check it out. You know how you eat salads? Certain components of your salad from the spring mix grow right on the fucking sidewalk. And people don't even know that. Real talk. People don't even know that shit. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're in the South somewhere, you good, man. You're in the South, you can basically, you know what I'm saying, you can have your little garden. You know what I'm saying? You could do your thing down there. That's the reason why when you're in the South, it's so much stuff to do. You come up here in the North, it ain't nothing to do. The only thing you could easily do is if you play sports or get involved in some, like in a gang or something like that. Like it ain't really too much to do, especially if you got two hard-working parents and they ain't got time for you to retake you nowhere and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, you have to really, have to really consider it, man. But as far as what people should be doing, should be researching yourself, man. Find out where your people from, find out what you can do to try to make your life a little easier and try to help other people if you can, man. You know what I'm saying? Pull a crab out the barrel, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, man, you had people you used to live next to. We used to go ask for sugar. Used to go ask them for coffee. I mean, well, not for coffee, but bread. You might ask for some bread or sugar or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then when you got your money, you didn't move away from them. You know what I'm saying? You forgot all about the people that was in the hood, never came back and tried to at least give them the words that got you up out of there, or at least just gave them a story, at least try. Most people, man, people don't want to hear that shit. Did you tell them? Did you at least do your duty and tell them? Because once you do your due diligence, then you gotta start sitting there. Peace, Kim on song. What's up, my brother? Rainstorm, all right, peace. She is. No sellouts. All right. Shout out to everybody. I ain't get a chance to mention y'all. I gave everybody else for the most part shout outs. But yeah, man. We said I don't drink or smoke, but if I use natural, it said don't harm. Nah, listen, I ain't listen. Let me tell you something. If you walking around with your shoes off and you smoking natural tobacco, then you good. Cause listen, listen. I done seen how these people in the South was living to be 100 years old. Ain't no motherfucking slave living to be no 100 years old with the stories that we've been told. Those Indians, man. There was Indians, and they all smoked tobacco. Why did they live longer? Because they was walking on the damn earth. The earth was so damn soil. The earth is so fertile. Understand what I'm saying? They killed everything and killed the fucking soil. All the minerals in which you eat is coming from the dirt under your feet. And if you don't wear shoes, the damn dirt under your feet. Look, the dirt is pull all the negative ions through your feet. That's why they call it the soles of your feet. That's why you put onions on your. If you put onions and put a sock on the onions, it'll be black because the onions pull all the impurities through your fucking soles. And people don't even know that. People don't know that. And people running around here wondering, oh, we got all these sneakers on our feet and shit. Nigga, you better go take your shoes off, go sit in the damn dirt, sand, or the grass. You know what I'm saying? Go walk around. That's why people was living so long. And they was doing that. And plus they was living in the sun. They was close. They was in the sun a long majority of time, which energized them along with the minerals and the fertile soil up under their feet. Plus they eating and shit. Plus they eating all these green collard greens. You know what I mean? Minerals and collard greens, man. They talking about eating kale. You know what's in collard greens? Look at all the work you had to put in to eat collard greens. Look at all the work you had to put in to eat collard greens. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? All of that, all that real talk. You know what I'm saying? And in other islands, what they call it, Colonial or whatever. But yeah, man, think about that, man. Think about that. Sun gazing, that's right. You know what I'm saying? That's right. That's the reason why. Now, 90% of your body is covered up. You don't even wear. When they came here, they said you go as naked as if your mother bore them, man. You understand what I'm saying? You go as naked as your mother bore them. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't really wearing too much shit like that. You went as naked as your mother bore them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you said your grandma put onions under her feet. That's right. But think about it like this. That's why onion is a pull-lace. You could put an onion on your throat. Like if you got strep throat, you could put an onion on your throat. See, most people don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Living food for living by. That's right. See, you know what I'm saying? Most people don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You said mustard greens are great. Yeah, listen, bro. All of them high mineral rich foods are wonderful, man. And that's what you're supposed to be eating. Now remember, that should be soaking in what they put everything in there. They put all types of different turkey, smoked turkey, you know, vinegar. They soak them in water, whatever. Put all them different spice, everything in it. So what I'm saying is, so that becomes like a damn a broth or cosme, what we call it inside in culinary. You know what I'm saying? But a broth, or you know what I'm saying? That's like a broth, man, of all high mineral rich components, man. You know what I'm saying? And understand that, man. Your body ain't nothing but a giant tube. She said she used to juice onion. Yeah, if you juice onions get rid of parasites too. Onions and garlic get rid of parasites, and onions also get rid of like any bacteria or bio. Like, so if you sick, look, a quick remedy for if you sick. If you put onions, radishes, and apple cider vinegar and garlic and a jalapeno. You blend that shit up. And drink it. That should have chased the damn devil out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you ever seen them old Bugs Bunny cartoons and shit, when they be pouring the shit and shaking it up and the smoke be coming up out of it. That's how that shit is, man. I'm telling you, but that shit will chase the damn devil out of you. You put onions, radishes, garlic, apple cider vinegar, and jalapeno pepper. You put the jalapeno pepper in there and you drink that shit. That shit will chase the damn devil out of you. You know, I normally use oregano oil. That's all I use. Like, real talk. Oregano oil is a shit. Real talk. If you out there ripping and running, you better have some oregano oil. Like, if you working in different climates, whatever, you get, like, you know, you get these sore throats or you get sick like that, man, you take some oregano oil, man, that shit like no other. But yeah, man, definitely, man, you gotta definitely know what to do or what remedies to do. Like, I'm actually waiting for my damn detox to come, man. It been about a week and a half now. I mean, you know, I'll be ordering my detox from the Matara. You know what I'm saying? I'll be getting his full body. I get the herb one, the one that you squeeze, the one, not the pill form or whatever. And you know, most of the time, man, when you get that, when you take that, man, if you don't eat a high carbohydrate, you don't eat high carbs. And what I mean by high carbs, you keep your body within ketosis. You eat under 60 carbs. Now, understand what I mean by carbs. Everything is a carbohydrate outside of what you consider to be protein. Protein, we know, is not animal flesh. We know protein is a complete strand. Whether, you know, some people say it's 22 amino acids, 21, 19. I done heard 18 in some cases. But whatever it has to be a complete strand. You know what I'm saying? Our body has non-essential, which will be 14 amino acids. You have to go outside your body to go get the other 8 or whatever count that you've been told. You know what I'm saying? Which most times is more of 5 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Each amino acid has a function within the body. Like, you know, something like, let's say, for the thyroid, you got damn, I forgot the amino acid for the thyroid or whatever, but not iodine, but it's a component in amino acid that's good for your thalamus. I can't get the word out right now though, but nonetheless though, however it go, that is what we consider protein. But when you're doing these diets and you eating raw foods, like a lot of people I see, they eat a lot of fruit, but instead of eating a lot of fruit, eat a lot of bitter vegetables or whatever, and try to stay away from a lot of sweet stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because understand that the carbs is what make you gain weight. That's the only thing make you gain weight is the carbs. Like unless you eating meat that's high in fat, which only thing that's going to do is just be in your bloodstream. Like them, if you eat saturated fat, all that shit does is just make your bloodstream, like, you know what I'm saying, the lipids in your bloodstream and raise your LDLs though. But you know, like I said, that's nutrition talk, man. I could go on days on this shit right here, but yeah, man. Like I said, make sure y'all get out. Go run in the sun, go run in the park. That's what I'm trying to get my daughter to do now. Start taking her shoes off, start walking in the, be careful, of course. Find you a place that you know what I'm saying, in your backyard that you open up. And even if you fertilize the soil before you put the grass down. Now they got that fake grass, like, so you gotta be careful, man. You gotta really put love into your right around your area, man. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, just want to build on that, man. I will be back on the channel from now on. Yeah, man, that's pretty much, man. Where Chief at? Chief. Said Phil, he said dark horse fish diets with solids. It said grow your own food. At least it's, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold up. Let me see. Surgery say truth one, say one. Come my diet is in a way. I say I eat. I haven't been sick in 8 years. Say no lie, but bro, so that's right. Look, that's right. That's right. You go out, you work out. You ain't gotta be the biggest nigga in the gym. Just keep your muscles moving. Cause as a personal trainer, what they tell you, what he said, I love it for colds. Yeah, the oregano oil. But no. But the oregano oil, you get that shit to your kids, man. My daughter been taking oregano oil since she been 4 years old, man. And sometimes, yeah, for the, what he said, Irish moss. Yeah, because it has iodine in it. But the iodine got that amino acid in it. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm gonna tell you something. Minister Inky got a good herb book, yo. I know a lot of people don't like Minister Inky, or some people think he pseudo, and yeah, he had some water that was bad for kidney, but yo, he got a book that breaks down the components in the food to where you know why you eating this. Now you know something like, all right, let's say something like Irish moss. Most people eat Irish moss for the iodine in it, but the iodine has another component inside of it. The reason why you eat that, just like something like turmeric. Turmeric got a component in it called curcumin. Curcumin cures breast cancer. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, man. Even I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. They said black rice. That's right. But black rice, like I said, you want to eat like if you eat something like that, like I'm gonna tell you the nutritionists that the herbalists and the people who I listen to. I listen to Alea Africa. I mess with this new brother Patrick Dells. Me and him I've been on Facebook. I've been building with him for a long time. I mess with Katie, the arts degree. I ain't gonna lie, Brother Polite got some good nutrition information. If you listen to what he talking about or whatever, Brother Polite very sharp with his nutrition. I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking about just with the nutrition. I'm not talking about he's scamming niggas, give them money for anything. I'm not telling nobody to do that. But if you run across any of his nutrition videos, he has some good information too. KT, the arts degree, Mama Pill, let me see who else. Dr. Scott Whitaker, Gary Knoll. If you word is mine, yo. If you turn the WBAI on 99.5, this is an East Coast radio. At 12 o'clock, Gary Knoll be on it every day. And every day he be dropping bombs like this. Yo, real talk. I'm telling you, he's a white dude. He's a white brother. You know what I'm saying? And he be dropping bombs. Like, you have to check the brother out. Gary Knoll is definitely, he ain't no fucking Uncle Tom. Like, he's really a real straight dude, man. You know what I'm saying? But real talk. But yeah, Sabi, of course, of course. I got Sabi food list on my wall right here, bro. I had Sabi food list on my wall for the last 9 years, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course. You know what I'm saying? I just get all Sabi products. Until you learn the science of your body, you'll understand. It ain't the products, it's how often you detox and what you put in your body. That's all it is. Your body is a tool. It need input. It need to be. It need ways for things to be able to get out of it. You can't take everything in and then never clean out. You got to clean your cells and all that out. Which is a process. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much. Yeah, it say tea regulates, say pine oil tea regulates the blood pressure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But you got to know what's regulating the blood pressure for ancient one. Sometimes, like, some people got low blood pressure, so you got to know how to bring it up. Some people got high blood pressure, you got to know how to lower it down. You know what I'm saying? And sugar, the same thing with sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like something like a lot of people don't know okra and water lower your blood sugar. You know what I'm saying? It lowers your blood sugar. It's a chemical in the okra that pulls it. That it's a chemical in the okra that's consistent with insulin that makes your blood sugar go down. You know what I'm saying? It say, have I used the detox, the Dr. Natural Detox? Nah, I only get the Dehuti Matara. That's the only one I've been using. I only use that. Say, what? Hold up. What can we use for migraines? Cayenne pepper. Cayenne peppers for migraines. Yo, cayenne pepper is a motherfucking wonder. Like real talk. Cayenne pepper is the when you take your other herbs, cayenne pepper is what they call a catalyst. It takes the what do they say yeah, a catalyst, or if you will, you know what I'm saying, or condenute. That's what they call a condenute. It's a condenute for to take all the other herbs to the parts of the body where it need to go. And also cayenne pepper, if you have any heart conditions or any stroke issues, if you take cayenne pepper open your blood vessels up and it eats the plaque, but then you have to be on it over a period of time. You know what I'm saying? And you have to not eat food that's high in saturated fat or whatever, or just heavy oils, period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's up, man. They say cinnamon. They say, yeah, that's right. That's right. You got to get your oils, though. That's right. Increase your blood flow. You know why, though? But because listen, the capsaicin, Elizabeth R. Look, the capsaicin, right? The capsaicin. Remember the pepper? Peppers have a component called capsaicin. The capsaicin is a heat component. What that does, it percolates the blood vessels. So it opens the blood vessels up. I done seen cayenne pepper. You ever seen? I'm just talking to people in the chat, right? I seen people who had frostbite on their hand, right? And they did a cayenne pepper therapy, and that shit rejuvenated the blood back into their hands. Real talk. Yeah. It's a natural oil soap. Damn, you know what? Yeah, I got a brother. Say natural oil soap is good too. I never had no natural oil soap. I be kind of like with the soap. I be kind of like funny with. Sometimes I be using. I was using this Dr. Bronner. Sometimes I use. I always use Shea Moisture. There's another product I'll be getting as some soap. I can't think of the name of it right now, but yeah, I'll be using it. Sometime like when I can afford it, I get Shea Moisture products. But it's a brother right here that I'm actually gonna shout him out. I met him last week at the lecture. I bought some soap from I bought some ginger and orange soap. Man, this shit is the bomb, yo. I've been washing my hand and washing my hands and everything. I got some what kind of soap? I got another soap, peppermint and lavender. I got peppermint, lavender soap, whatever. And it's real good, man. I definitely appreciate the brother. I got the brother Carl right there. He was from Louisiana. And it was people from all over, man, at that event. But yeah, though, definitely Maca. Yeah. Look. I actually got a it's a copper color Aborigine sun. Look, I actually got a drink, right, that I put maca in. Check it out, right? I call it the eighth wonder of the world. Now my shit is copyrighted, so don't nobody try to go out there and get it or whatever. But it's called the eighth wonder in the world, and one of the components in it, I do put maca, and I put Irish moss in it as well. But yeah, it's definitely, man. That's what people got. Yeah, ginger good for you too. The turmeric is good too, man. That's the reason that turmeric is fucking the shit. You gotta put that shit in everything. Yes, like if you making some type of like stew or anything, use that turmeric, man. That turmeric is wonderful. Sage, yeah. I just got finished burning some sage, man. Say olive leaf extract, yeah, man. Like I said, but what you gotta know is that a lot of that stuff don't work if your system is dirty, and when your system is dirty, don't shit work. You say you drink maca, man. Maca is like a fucking it's like a what the hell is that? A Cialis, or what's the name of what's the shit called? What's the other shit they had? The male stimulant. Um I can't think of the name of it. Yeah, but that's maca. What you mean? What's up? What's up? Camel songs. What I do? Yeah, that's right. It's good for your joints. That's right. That turmeric. That's right, though. Yeah, but when you detox those, see, let me tell you something. What I tell a lot of people that be trying to lose weight. You know the reason why a lot of people crash on diets, because they never clean the fucking parasites out their body. So when they do the diets, they gonna come back. They gonna crash harder because the parasites only gonna be hungrier. The parasites can go a long time without eating, you know what I'm saying? And long as you don't try to expel them, that's when the shit start going down. You know what I'm saying? But when you expel the parasites out your body, and then you go into a detox, you expel the parasites out your body, go into your detox or whatever. Then you just try to eat healthy from there. Just know your know how to mix it up. You shouldn't be eating no heavy foods from the time you get up. You shouldn't break your fast until after 11 or 12 o'clock. I suggest 11 o'clock. But if you under 10% body weight, when I say under 10% body weight, it's like if you like 6 feet and you 180 pounds, you're gonna need something, because your body because your BMI, which is the basal metabolic rate, is going to burn off too many calories the way every day you're gonna lose weight. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand. So that's why certain diets, why people, they tell you, oh, he's skinny, his metabolism fast, because he ain't got much on his body, and his body is burning off the little shit he do got on it. So if he go a week fasting, he gonna look like he about to die, because he ain't got that much body percent on him, body fat percent, which you not supposed to have that much body fat percent on. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like I said, man, when you start detoxing, let me see, say we can't sell our product, say to immigrants, say like Africans doing that land. Yeah. Let me see. Say, can we fast for a few days? What up? What you said? Wormwood, black walnut, and clove for parasite. Yes, indeed. Yup. Wormwood. That wormwood. Yeah, man. But I do a candida too with it. You know what I'm saying? Say, can you fast for a day? For day? Yeah. I mean, you could do a water fast. You know what I'm saying? You could try to do a water fast. You figure. A 20-day water fast. But see, the problem is with a water fast is that I wouldn't suggest a woman do that. because like women need certain things because they be having like they gotta rejuvenate blood. They got different their body's different from us. So it's like, yo, you like a lot of these diets you have to really consider the person gender in certain times. Like you could do a woman could do a water diet, but they need minerals to put back into their body. You know what I'm saying? They need certain minerals. So it's like a fruit diet. Like you can't like doing a fruit fast. A woman shouldn't probably do that like all the time. But as far as a male, yeah, we can do pretty much that. But yeah, you can do a water fast. But like you doing a water fast, you're not really expelling things out your body. See, the object is to expel the shit out your body. So you expelling the stuff out your body so your body can run better. You know what I'm saying? They said potassium. Potassium is an electrolyte. Isn't it, all of it? Hold up. Potassium. The ism. No potassium. Everything you see with the IUM are electrolytes. Sodium, potassium, magnesium. All of them are electrolytes. Just imagine brothers slinging ginseng. Yeah, ginseng grow actually in North America, man. You know what I'm saying? Ginseng grow in North America. And turmeric comes from we know India, but yeah, turmeric is the shit though, man, because of the curcumin. Curcumin. Y'all, you find it, curcumin. And what that is, curcumin is stronger than morphine. Curcumin is a pain reliever, yo. When I got my surgery, yo, I was using curcumin. I was paying almost $100 for like a I want to say like a 7-ounce bottle. Like I was paying like almost $100. That shit was like, and it was good too, and it worked. See, we need to get back in. Say magic candles. You say Mexican stores there. Say, hold up. What grows in Tennessee, ancient one? I mean, in Kentucky. What, the ginseng? Say eat fruit and vegetables. It will clean your system. Yeah, it will clean your system, but for some people, they need a jump start, man. They need more. They need more than that. Like I mean, listen. I know people don't want to pay for a detox or fast, but once you do a detox and fast, like coming from eating all the food, like I tell you, man, them parasites alone will make you crash your diet, bro. I'm telling you, that's why most people on diets crash their diet, man. They crash their diet because of the fucking parasites, man. They can't take the parasites in them. Wow, lettuce stalk. See, milk for pain. I never heard that. Watermelon's good for you. Yeah, watermelon got a lot of water, like a lot of fluid in it. But also, what watermelon got in it, it's also a natural aphrodisiac. You know what I'm saying? Watermelon is a natural aphrodisiac. It has the same component that they put in Viagra and Cialis. The same thing I told like the maca. That maca is a root. That maca is the same thing like the Irish moss and it'll stimulate a male. So you know what I'm saying? So let me see something. Yeah, you can grow in your backyard. You're gonna grow some in your backyard, put inside a earth bed. Unless you plan on growing what's the name, if you plan on growing the whole backyard, that's something different though. But what I'm saying, they help eat. It say hard and feces inside you. It say take out inside your colon. Yeah, that's right. And that's the thing, the stuff that be spackled inside your colon. And that's the same thing. Like, look, man, no homo or nothing like in that sort, right? But not a candida. an enema. An enema is actually good for you. That shit actually cure cancer because you have to understand the relationship to bacteria inside your gut. That's where, if it's telling you all sicknesses come from your stomach, what the fuck is that telling you? Your immune system is in your stomach. Now also take it like this, right? That's the reason why a lot of Africans was getting AIDS, because there is no such thing as AIDS. AIDS is just AIDS is when your immune system is to a certain level. Okay, that's all. That's how they identify AIDS. That's all it is. All AIDS. That's all it is. It's when your immune system reaches a certain level. That's how they come up with whether or not it's AIDS or it's acquired immune deficiency, because scientists can't even agree upon that. They can't even agree upon that. All scientists, you got the five AIDS scientists can't even agree upon, because there ain't no such thing as AIDS. That's right, like a coffee in the morning. But yeah, but check it out. So what they tell you? They tell you everything is in your gut, right? That's what they tell you, right? Everything is in your gut, right? Because the food you eat determines your blood. That's right. It said what's on alkaline water. And I mean, look, that's alkaline water is good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but you have to understand what your body, you don't want your body to be too alkaline. You don't want to be too acidic. So you gotta kind of use both of them, but you don't want to use. See, the thing about it is you don't want to use bad acidic foods. You want to use natural food that has acidic in it. You know what I'm saying? And not even foods that have been modified to be acidic. Like we sit up here and say like apple cider vinegar. Yeah, apple cider vinegar is good, but you don't want to do it but so much. Because apple cider vinegar will start deteriorating shit too. You gotta understand that too. If apple cider vinegar can clean your damn dreadlocks out or whatever, and pull all the dirt and all that shit out of it, then it'll start deteriorating shit. Once it stop cleaning you, it's gonna start deteriorating your cell walls. So you gotta understand that. So like I said, let me see something. Let me see, say 7 point. Well, according to them, it's 7.39, 7.39, 7.4. So add a little peroxide. Yeah, but think about it like this too. American copper aborigine. Look, bleach and ammonia is number 13 and 14 on the acidic chart. I mean, not acidic chart, but on well, I said acidic, not on the alkaline chart. So bleach is also alkaline as well as what I've heard people tell me that they have took 1 drop of bleach in a gallon of water and they alkalinize their water. And the same thing with the ammonia. They say put 1 drop of ammonia in bleach. I mean, no, in 1 drop of ammonia in a gallon of water and it alkalines. And I'm not telling nobody to do that. Do your research on it and see what they talking about. But people use key limes, baking soda. Like baking soda is good, like when you work out, because it cut the uric acid. Or I mean, not the uric acid, the lactic acid when you pumping your muscle, like when you're doing the workout, it'll stop the lactic acid. The lactic acid is what makes you want to stop working out. So yeah, pretty much, man. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. And these detox, told you, get it from the DOT. You said raw coconut is good. Yeah, I mean it's raw coconut. What that does is send off ketones. Ketones is good for your brain because some people think the brain is 90, no, 100%, not 100%. Maybe the percentage is off, but the brain's supposed to be cholesterol. You understand what I'm saying? Sodium bicarbonate. We talking about baking soda. Sodium. Let me see something. Say green horse. It say start. Yeah, baking soda. Yeah, it say help fix. It say capital tunnel naturally. You know what? Where's the fucking carpool? So I gotta look that up. I know I didn't heard of it before, but some of that shit, I'm not a fucking doctor like off the head and shit. But they said you was told on you know it's on the high. So now water, if you want your water to be like an 8.5 or a 9. Like I said, that's only if you can afford it, man. None of this. Don't try to go crazy, man. Just try to just get the cleanest water you can drink, man. If it don't have no fluoride, don't have no adjectives in it, you know what I'm saying? No chlorine and all that. Let's see, I put a lemon. Nah, I put a key lime, not a lemon, a key lime. Remember, lemon is acidic. And look, and I'm gonna tell you something though. I'm gonna tell you something about lemon though. If you drink lemon water and you work out, lemon is energy. I don't know if people know that when you put lemon in your water, it gives you energy. That's why a lot of people tell you to drink it in the morning time. Yeah, it wakes your stomach up, but it also gives you energy. That bitterness is like a charge. They say toothpaste. Nah, I don't use toothpaste with fluoride in it. Yeah, I mean anything above an 8, yeah, you can get if you can get that, you're good to go. Passion fruit. Passion fruit is something that grow out there in the Caribbean. Yeah, you got plenty of toothpaste, Camel Song, that don't got fluoride in it. I don't use no toothpaste with no fluoride. Like he said, anything he say you can't swallow. Why do they tell you can't swallow the shit? And if you swallow more than a dot of it, contact the CDC. Yeah, that's right. Lemon is energy. That's straight energy, no doubt. You put that if you drink lemon while you working out, bro, you gonna be going in. You ain't gonna even need no fucking fucking what's the shit? Caffeine. Most all that shit got caffeine. That's why the niggas heart be going back. To charcoal, yeah, yeah, activated charcoal, indeed. That's the shit. Mm-hmm. He said coconut oil and activated charcoal. Yeah, mix them together. Or you can do strawberries and coconut oil. You could do strawberries and and activated charcoal. You could do mangoes. You could do all that. But the strawberries is good though. You can make a toothpaste. That's how I learned from Alea Africa. Um, Mix that with the activated charcoal. Um, it's an ocean ancient one. You hit me with some good ones. I never heard that though. OSHA root. I gotta look that up. It said it cleans your blood. Yeah, but remember though, remember ancient one? When you clean your blood, you can't eat no meat. You can't eat. If you remember, you don't want to eat nothing that's going to congest your intestines or anything. So remember, if you clean your blood, no, you can't eat no meat. That's the first thing people say. Well, can I eat meat? No, you can't eat no meat. Well, I can't do it. Well, okay, well, adios. You ain't gonna never do it then. Nah, you need camel son. You need some activated charcoal. You say put coconut oil on. Yeah, yeah. Keep coconut oil. Unpressed, unpressed coconut oil. They say I had that now activated charcoal. Yeah, activate. But that's what you get when you get the full bite detox from Dehootie. You get the activated charcoal. Another good one besides activated charcoal is calcium bentonite clay. Calcium bentonite clear is another good one. You can drink that. That's good. Like that's the type of stuff you want to be taking while when you're doing these detoxes. Yeah, Camel Song. You can brush your teeth with the activated charcoal is actually the best thing to brush your teeth with. But like he said, you mix it with the coconut oil. That's wonderful.
Ooga, ooga.
Peace, see.
Peace, peace. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we was rocking on some
Shout out to everybody that listening.
talking about some nutrition. Yeah, man. You know, more like some dishes or whatever. Give you guys a couple of dishes real quick. Like I don't know what people eat like but yeah, like a lot of people when they be trying to do the vegan thing, the reason why it don't work because people you gotta listen, let me tell you something. How many years did it take you to be a carnivore? Hmm? It took you a whole lifetime to be a carnivore. You know what I'm saying? Even when you was making hot sauce sandwiches, like well, we used to make hot sauce sandwiches. I ain't gonna front hot sauce sandwiches and syrup sandwiches and shit. We was wishing we had meat then. But understand it took you forever to make dishes that had meat in it. Right. So now if I take away pasta from you, if I take away pasta from you, right? Take away pasta, eggs, and milk, and meat. You can't make nothing with anything with pasta. You can't make anything with eggs, milk, or yeah, pretty much that's it. All right, you can't or meat. None of that. What you gonna do? You gonna eat salad all day? That shit gonna be boring. You're gonna crash. You gonna smell some meat, and it's gonna be a wrap. You know what I'm saying? If you like they got sweet potato burgers, bean burgers. They got like fake chicken meat. Like all of that shit is basically a reservation to go back to eat meat again. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna eat food, you want to eat it in its natural form. You want to eat none of that. Like in half foods or what you call whole foods, they got a bunch of that like fake meat, all types of different tofu. I ain't gonna front though. Like I used to work for this couple, man. I used to make them all types of dishes though. I used to get like different types of tofu for different things. I done made a eggless muffin out of tofu. I used to make this salad. I used to make this salad out of it had tofu in it, right? But it had tofu. It had well, this was a vegetarian salad. It had goat cheese or whatever, but you guys probably wouldn't eat that. But it had a bunch of stuff and it had artichokes. It had artichokes like cherry peppers, artichokes. What else that? Cherry peppers, artichokes, tofu lin, it's something else, man. And you mix it up with like a fig syrup. No, like a balsamic fig or some shit like that. But yeah, it was pretty good though. But yeah, I did a lot of different vegan dishes or whatever though. But like I said, it's hard. Like you have to really be real conditioned when you doing this. Maybe you might want to eat fruit in the morning time, and then for lunch you could probably. It depends on how you eat, man. Because some people don't eat like that. I know a lot of people who vegans and they probably eat like twice a day, and in the morning time it'd be like something like like I said, some fruit or some fruit with a tea or something like that, or maybe a juice, or like it depends, man. It depends on what your knowledge is, but like I said, you ain't gonna be sitting up there eating a bunch of starch and shit talking about you a vegan. You know what I'm saying? Eating a bunch of potatoes and these fake like carrots. 'Cause I know a lot of people eat a lot of carrots and potatoes and a lot of stuff like that that fill them up. But if you had to just eat greens and like, you know, different, like, you know, you can pretty much eat any type of green with rice, man. You know what I'm saying? And it tastes good. And even if you make a bunch of different greens, like, you know, so, you know, I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm done talking. I'm falling asleep, y'all. But shout out to the Aborigines, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through. We'll be back Sunday with the Time Bill. We'll be back on this channel. Yeah, man. Definitely do your research, man. Study, like I said, study life, man. Don't. Okay, you're Aborigine, so okay. I mean, like I said, then what? You just gonna sit there in Indian style with a feather and smoking a peace pipe, or you got shit you got to get done. You know, I mean, that's up to you. If that's what you want to do, shit, I'm with you. I might sit down with you in Indian style and sit meditate or whatever. But you can't do that forever. You're gonna have to do something else. There's other components to it. So never be scared to study, man, or go back and learn some of this stuff, man. Telling you, go back. If you want to go back and listen to Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Phil Valentine, old stuff. You never listen to none of that stuff, man. I suggest you know what I'm saying, go back and listen to it, man. It'll give you some understanding about just life in general, man. It ain't got so much, okay, your tribe or the country you from or whatever, but just different sciences, man, to let you understand that there's different things out there. You know what I'm saying? And even like I said, even if you go back, go check out some of those flat Earth videos, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really rock with Brother Sanchez and shit like that, but you know, I mean, I ain't the only one out there who do flat Earth or infinite plane videos. But go back and check some of that shit out, man. Maybe it might, you know, like I said, maybe you might resonate with it though. But like I said, I mean, you know, for the most part, man, shout out to everybody. Chief, I don't know where Chief at. Yeah, though, but yeah, for the most part, man, yeah, study, man. Study, man. Don't be scared to go back and really, you know what I'm saying, and do any research, or, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Blair, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Dr. Blair, shit, Brother Panic. You go back and listen to some of his shit. I mean, Bay. Shit, man, I'm telling you, man, don't be scared, man. I mean, like, don't be, like, you gotta be a student of the game, man. It's people out there who got some information that you might find interesting. But if you listen to these niggas, you only gonna be listening to people who talk that Aborigine shit, and then you ain't gonna never find out nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what I tell you not to do. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to tell you, listen, there's some good brothers who got Israelite channels out there who you know, you might have some common ground with if you can get past some of the Jesus Christ talk though. But there's some brothers out there, like I said, and that's what these niggas don't understand. Niggas that tear down the whole Bible instead of saying, well, damn, you know what? We could use this, hold up, we can use that part, man. Like, don't throw that shit out. Hold up. Let me get that then. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get that part then. I can apply this to my life and shit, man. I can apply this to something. You know, they say, oh, let the herbs be the healing part. Oh, you want to throw that out? All right, let me get that part too. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, all gods. Don't throw that out. Let me get that too. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, certain shit, man. You got to really use your mind. You got to really use your brain on it. Joe Prookum, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Joe Prookum. Dr. Blair have you out there, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll have you out there, bro. Like that's like really when you start dealing with Dr. Blair and, you know, you don't never come back from that, man. You don't really never. I mean, I guess it takes time, man. You have to be around. It takes time, bro. But you don't be the same after listening to some of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man. With that being said, man, you know, go ahead, man. Study. Or even I guess if listening and studying is the same, you're acquiring information or just a different thought of this is more than an opinion. Like some of this stuff are his opinion, and some of it is basically stuff that been researched and things that people, you know what I'm saying, who have done real research on or whatever talks about. So that being said, man, shout out to everybody, man. I'm about to take it down. I'm tired. Get up and go to the gym. Yeah, Bible said, yeah, no animals with hooves. Say, you know, who don't chew the cud. The animal with hooves would be like a camel and a pig. But then again, I don't know. Hold a camel. I don't think you ain't supposed to eat camel. You ain't when you say chew the cud, I mean animals that got like 3 stomachs that, you know, like a cow got 3 stomachs, or it regurgitates its stuff, like, you know what I'm saying. I believe it got 3 stomachs though, so they chew the cud though. But I said, man, I mean, I don't suggest nobody eat meat. If you eat any type of cow, it's supposed to be a wild cow. It ain't supposed to be the cows that they got on them what's the names, man. But, you know, look, man, y'all do y'all research. You know what I'm saying? Look into these different diets. Look up into different, like, remedies for different things. You know, another B17. They say B17 is it killed cancer because something inside the nuts. The nuts has what they call what is that poison? Cyanide. Okay, something in the nuts with the cyanide shrinks the tumor. All right, and it's the same thing that's in apple seeds. Apple seeds got cyanide. That's why they say you can't eat a lot of apple seeds, because you have to eat a whole, you have to eat a garbage bag full of apple seeds for you to get cyanide poisoning. But it's chemicals in the more bigger seeds, like apricot seeds. They take that and grind that up and put in the powder and administer that to people who got, like, you know what I'm saying, different cancers and things like that. So, you know, like I said, man, y'all do your research, man. You know, try to live clean, stay clean, you know, get some books, do some research on it. There's plenty of YouTube information on it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is, though, man. But I'm out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I'll be back Sunday for the Time Bill. With that being said, man, shout out to the Aborigines. Appreciate y'all, man. Love and light. Polito. We got final word to say peace in Algonquin. But yeah, shout out to everybody, man. With that being said, peace.
There you go.
Chief.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say peace. You say peace.
Okay. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Peace, paradise to all the family, man. Thank y'all for coming out, man. We back live in the wreck, man. So like I said, we're gonna keep doing our thing, man. Pushing this stuff, man. So we appreciate it. Shout out to the Thompsons one, man. Yeah, you know what it is, man. Shout out to everybody that came in through the night. Share, like, tell a friend. We're back in business, man. We'll go get to the time.
No doubt. Shout out to Chief Holiday, like what he doing with his video. I was listening to it earlier and shit before my phone went dead. But yeah, shout out, man. Keep doing the work you're doing. Keep on going at these jokers, man. You know, like I said, man, that's just, you know, just going at these African scholars is just other work, man. Because they agents too. While you know what I'm saying? They going directly at us. But you don't hear,
right. Well, I'm gonna be going at Jabari and tomorrow, and probably throw Garfield in there too, just for good. But we're gonna go. You know, we're just gonna debunk what they're talking about, and then kind of prove what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Prove what they're talking about. You know, so what we're talking about, and that's just what it is, because we can, like I said, it's everything that they say is debunkable. Period. So you talk about out of Africa theory, we've shown this thousands of times. Like who, and here's the thing, right? I'm glad people are waking up to it, because you can kind of see the comments. People are like, yo, well, what about this? And what about these things? And you know what I mean? So, you yeah, man. No, it's just crazy talk right now at this point. So, yeah. So tune in tomorrow, man. We're gonna be definitely, putting that stuff together. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got low battery over here too, man. So,
You know what
yeah,
it
man.
is?
Like I said, man. Peace to everybody, huh?
Hey, motherfuckers still going after the Moors, but you got people directly telling you you're not even with all the evidence and shit we put out there, you got people directly trying to, you know what I'm saying, cover the shit up and shit. And jokers is still going in about the same thing about, and they say, well, nah, you shouldn't, you don't worry about what they doing over there. Hell with that. They throwing shots out there because if don't nobody say nothing, then other people going to assume that, like, man, yeah, they ain't got no good information. Like, but understand right now, they still researching the Karul pyramids in Peru. They already done found out them pyramids is older. That's why they don't want to talk about that no more. And brother Onk better sit his ass down, because the next time I have an encounter with him, I already proved to people how pseudo he is. So you shouldn't be teaching nobody nothing. If you miss BC, if you forgot to tell people BC, either you are incompetent as a reader, or you lack scholastic skills, like you always say. So, man, shout out to the Aborigines, man. Like I said, we'll be back. We'll be back for the Tanchan Bill on Sunday. So with that being said, man, shout out to everybody, man. Love and light to everybody, man. Peace.